a while back where they did File versus Bittertide Hydra nonsense.
Yeah, definitely. But it's time to move on to the next match. We're not going to waste any time. It's going to be Tempo Storm taking on Virtus.pro. And this one is going to be interesting because both these teams are doing okay. Well, Virtus.pro is doing okay, and Tempo Storm's not doing okay at all. So Tempo Storm hasn't put a win on the board yet. Yeah. And this is the week where they have to turn it around. And now we're into the pick and ban phase.
Yeah, this is where Trinity really happens. All 9 classes represented across both teams. You heard Dog talking about how hard the preparation was.
Yeah.
And it's because at the start of each match, you'll ban 2 of the opposing classes from the other team, and they will not be available for play.
Yeah. This is where they play tic-tac-toe to determine who wins the series.
Yeah.
And they both start with an X in the middle. No, I'm just kidding. This is the ban coming in, Priest banned away for both sides. Yeah. And we also want to note here, Trump is not here. So he's been doing a lot of traveling recently and is not here. So Just Saying and Eloise will be taking over his responsibilities for his decks. So they'll have 3 apiece instead of Trump having 2. And, as we've come to expect in the first 4 weeks of Trinity Series, Druid Priest banned away and Hunter is the exclusion. That's the most popular choices for all the teams, pretty much.
Yeah, and not really much of a question about it. Again, the 7 remaining classes they have, they omit one of their own to play, and they bring those remaining 6 for a last hero standing match. Deck wins, it stays on board. Deck loses, it's out of contention. And the first team to take 6 wins takes the set.
All right, well, let's take a look at Just Saying and Eloise. Their lineup, Just Saying will be on Warlock and Shaman, as well as take over one of Trump's decks, either Mage or Warrior. And Eloise will be on Paladin and Rogue. And we just got word that she'll have Mage, and Just Saying will have Warrior. So those will be their 3 decks that they're going to be piloting. And an important week for them, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
Very important week.
They have to absolutely win in this one, but they're going up against Virtus.pro. As you can see who the pilots will be here. And missing that teammate creates a much tougher dynamic. Typically with 3 players, you can have a voting system. And if 2 of the players give it a go, and then 1 player disagrees, you go with the majority vote. That seems to be a large consensus amongst most teams.
Yeah.
When you only have 2 people, you have to trust the pilot just that little bit more.
Yeah. And going through here, the pilots for Virtus.pro, Naaman on the Rogue and the Warrior, Dr. Hippie on Mage and Paladin, and Bunny Hopper on the Warlock and the Shaman. These 3 guys worked together last year and did make it to the live finals as well. Had a lot of success, and now they're back to sort of prove themselves once again.
He's awfully still.
Yeah.
Colorful hair of Eloise.
She's not awfully still.
But it's a tough week.
I'm curious how Tempo Storm's going to play this one. Are they going to go with standard stuff and try and just duke it out? Or are they going to try and bring some weird stuff to try and counter the meta? Just Saying was known for that last season. They brought some weird stuff. They brought the Aviana Kun sort of Cthulhu version. They also brought the Aviana Malagos with Kun last season.
That became a popular deck to counter the slower decks in the metagame, and it worked quite brilliantly at that exact spot. So the goal was to knock out your opponent's aggressive decks. You kind of almost trick them into playing them with matchups that were easily beaten and then counter that one right back. And then when you were left with the Aviana Forgotten King combo deck, you just blew up all their slow decks very easily.
Just blow them up, dude.
Yeah. Druid was not an off-ban class at that stage.
All right, game number 1, Virtus.pro G2A on the
Warlock.
Zoo Warlock. Tempo Storm's going to be playing the Rogue. Looks like a Tempo Rogue from my perspective.
Yeah, and coin is a big deal in this matchup. I think Virtus.pro is happy that Tempo Storm doesn't have access to that. Really slows down the explosivity from Tempo Storm. A lot of times in this matchup, Vile Spine Slayer is a big tiebreaker for the mid game. Landing a huge one and keeping your board stable and being able to push damage starts to put a big clock on Warlock as they use life tap to continue to draw extra cards. Not having coin makes it to where it's a much more even fight for the Rogue, and I think in some situations a little bit disadvantaged. Here, I'm liking their opening hand, though.
I am as well.
Tar Creeper's big.
It's really tough to get through for Zoo. A lot of times they have to trade off much of their early board to get it done. And, picking up some heavy stuff for Virtus.pro. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah, this deck does have a lot of heavy cards in it, but a lot of one-cost cards as well. 1-3 tends to operate a lot better versus Rogue than Flame Imp does or some of the rest of the minions, but goodness, this hand is getting awfully heavy, awfully fast. If Virtus.pro doesn't find themselves a strong turn 2 play,
That's awfully correct.
Awfully.
Do you play the Malchezaar Zampier in turn 1? It's awfully risky.
You know, I actually don't know. I think there's some merit to holding it, but I think not playing it risks too much where your opponent is free to just play stuff and start hitting you, and you don't find yourself getting back on board. This would at least soften things up for the Saturnet Chain Gang and for the Despicable Dreadlord in the future. Plus, they could just draw a Voidwalker or something. Say 2 damage gets put into this. Barnes is an interesting inclusion as well. I've saw this come into a lot of the rogue decks just to be 2 bodies on board, but sometimes you hit Jin, you get a Cobalt Scalebane, or you get a Cairn Bloodhoof. Barnes is a huge indicative of Cairn Bloodhoof. Hugely indicative, not...
No, I like a huge indicative.
Damn it. Why would you do that to me?
Like, wow.
Just kick a man while he's down.
It's like, wow, that sentence didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I didn't. That's why I corrected myself.
But Admiral said it, so it must make sense. Well, let's see what Virtus.pro is trying to make sense of this early board.
Means that the keep card is the captain, or they have the captain. Tap.
Do we tap?
I'm going down the sledge.
Can we win if you tap? Maybe we should pray for 3-man top deck to win this game.
I mean, they played the pirates right now, so they will play the captain the next turn.
Yeah, true. But how you will win if they play captain next turn?
Like, Saturnet Chain Gang into Dreadlord is basically how we win. Right?
Do we want to
Maybe.
lose the coin right now?
But I don't know.
Fletching is like kind of bad.
Legend is pretty bad. Can tap and try to find the Soulfire if they have the captain.
Again, that's how it makes sense. Yeah, so we just target our
Let's think about it a little bit more. They might have something like... So we're going to trade off as many 1/1s as we can turn. I don't mind taking the Valley trade now, but we should...
trade before next turn. Or
Right.
before next turn.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we value trade here.
Yeah, just something to keep in mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Agree.
Go coins the Dreadlord, right? So we play the Fledgling right now.
They can just trade it off though.
The standard.
Maybe they will trade with face, and who knows? But still save us 3 HP.
With drops, they only had Barnes last week.
Yeah, it's like if they trade everything away, it's like not that great against Coin Doomguard.
And doesn't really matter the position.
I don't think so, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
We can get Captain, though, and then buff the Pirate. Scummy is very good, yeah. Okay.
So we trade out the 1/1.
Yes.
Yeah. Agreed.
Fired for the next turn, and we'll be okay.
We just still go Coin Dreadlord, right?
Yeah, we have to kill. I think.
Also, it contests like.
Armor and Barnes to kill it. We're okay with that. No, they don't kill it actually. So they have to trade with the Track Reaper. Dreadlord.
Yeah. Still have some random Warlock card as well.
Yeah, Virtus.pro having to fight back on this board. That hand is so heavy for a Zoo Warlock.
It's kind of how this deck is built, though. You can still win through the mid-game. Despicable Dreadlord is an awfully powerful card. But here, you're seeing that big difference between having coin and not having coin. This would have gotten checked by Vilespine Slayer, and this game would be snowballed very much in Tempo Storm's favor. From this perspective, though, that's delayed by a turn, so Virtus.pro gets one more turn to try to fight for that edge.
It's awfully true.
As long as it's not played awfully bad, that is.
Awfully awful.
Just to really emphasize
how awful it is.
It's pretty awful that you do that to me.
All right, well, that's a pretty weak turn from Tempo Storm. And we'll see how Virtus.pro wants to answer this with their own turn.
Always captain.
Don't you want to play Dreadlock now?
I like Dreadlord because they killed the previous one. They didn't have one drops. I mean, at least they don't have it in their hand, so they can't go with the.
I like killing it. No,
Killing it?
yeah, I like the Dreadlock now.
Dreadlord more as well.
Hmm?
They most probably they will kill the next one as well. Going captain, you don't have anything to couple it with.
We stop, but we don't meet up.
I mean, the thing is, like, if they like cold blood this fourth the Tark Reaper to trade it in, then we could we could captain out the patches into the barns and then play fledgling. But that's maybe
For them, maybe.
I mean, yeah, Valspine is just too good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's count some damage here too. So they're killing Tar Creeper next turn. Should we consider the dagger hit there? 6, 8, 14, 15. No, we still have it. Right? If they can't kill the rest of the board and just the Tar Creeper, we still lethal with Leroy.
Okay.
Shoot with double captain.
I don't know, it's like the only way we get power on board. How much does the chain gang actually do? Doesn't really do much.
Let's don't crit. Just play double captain after crit.
You probably play double captain and then you trade the patches.
Why do you want to trade patches?
So many possibilities.
Think about that in
Because
fine.
they always just trade our minions. They can just trade the barns and stuff like that.
Afraid of dying. Like if they play the Bone which is dead. But yeah.
Yeah, but if we play Serenite, they play Bonmar, we're also dead, right?
Okay. Don't attack it with patches, right?
No, I think you attack with it.
Why?
Because it's a 1-1 after next, like, at the end of this turn it's a 1-1.
With this trade, they don't want to trade with captains.
Through the top, so he's dead.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, I don't do math.
Easy.
And a quick game one, Tempo Storm takes it. Not much you can do to recover from that poor of an early game from Virtus.pro's side.
Yeah, pretty much none of the cards from their opening hand were played. And that's part of the risk you take when building a deck that's much more mid-range, is sometimes you'll just end up with clunky draws.
Yeah, and that's a good start for Tempo Storm. You know, as we talked about, they need a win this week, and Virtus.pro, I think, would allow them to get ready to go to the next step. But you know, with a win off the bat for Tempo Storm, but Virtus.pro being ahead in the standings, this one's close.
Yeah, and we actually tried to look at this from their past results and what they've played, and ran the numbers on this one, and we just couldn't quite figure it out. I mean, it was pretty much split down the middle.
Yeah, but instead of running numbers, we did the next best thing we could think of. We trained a seahorse to predict the winner of the match. So I'd like to introduce to you Salvador the Seahorse. Whoever he swims to, that is who Salvador is going to predict to win the match. And right now, he's headed towards Virtus.pro.
Yeah, start out Tempo Storm. But saying this one's going to swing back now. Wow, just hanging out on Virtus.pro side.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I guess
Tempo Storm did take game one, but now he's headed back. Oh, he's...
Oh, wait a minute.
Salvador's indecisive.
Oh, that's a back and forth game for Virtus.pro at that point. Still the edge. Wait a minute. Salvador's heading back towards Tempo Storm. I can't believe it. Wait, he's going back towards Virtus.pro! Oh, TJ, this is really heating up. Back to Tempo Storm. And back to Virtus.pro. Oh my gosh, Salvador. My heart is racing right now with these predictions.
Well, the results are inconclusive.
Still split down the middle.
I don't even know what to say after that one. But Salvador did a good job, and even he couldn't predict after extensive training who's going to come out on top of this one. But right now, Tempo Storm does have the 1-0 lead.
They do.
And there they are, or there one of them is, getting ready for the next game. Going to be on the rogue again. We'll see what Virtus.pro decides to switch things up with.
Spent 3 years training Salvador.
Been training him since he was born in the sea.
Well, game 2 coming up. We'll see what Virtus.pro tries to answer with. Looking like Galaka Shaman, which I think is a mighty good call.
It's pretty good. You know, seahorses are like the birds of the ocean.
Except they're not birds at all. There are no birds in the ocean unless they fly to the ocean because they're birds. There's no ocean birds, though.
Seahorses.
Yeah. Much more similar to birds than horses, according to TJ. Which they're not really similar to horses at all.
Mermaids ride them.
True. I guess.
I really like Virtus.pro in this match. In this game, sorry.
Tempo Storm does have a very strong opener, though. Having Backstab, having Coin, South Sea Captain, the Swashbuckler. If they don't see a turn 1 drop from Virtus.pro, Swashbuckler into Captain seems mighty appealing. Cobalt's like, no, we're sticking here.
Oh, no!
This is like a replay from Planet Oddside last time. They had... Or wait, was it... Yeah, it was Planet Oddside. They had patches turn 1, they had the Galaka Crawlers, and everything kind of fell apart. Going first does make this a little bit better, though. It's at least threaten some stuff.
Yeah. If they're thinking if Tempo Storm plays a turn 1 Pirate, Swashbuckler, pulls out patches trade in, then they just get to play the Tempo 2-3. Or 3-4, sorry.
If that deviates into Firefly, you get the Jade Claw. However, this does not prevent Captain from being super strong, but that's what the Galaka Crawler's for.
That's right.
They're not thinking about Galakaing their own Pirate,
No,
right? I don't know.
Can't.
Maybe they are. Let's listen to VP, see what they're thinking. Jade Claw it is.
Sai, maybe... I mean, keeping 3 guys.
Talk Reapers are good, the Sais are good.
Hero power next turn or promising totem, right?
Yeah.
I
I
like
think-
dagger this turn.
Yeah, and just hold on to the coin, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we need to coin anything out this turn. Let's play it slow.
I think even if they have Galaka Color in hand, they won't just tempo it next turn, right? So it doesn't really matter if we kill the pirate or the other 1/1. They most
Yeah.
likely not play Captain in their deck, and also they're overloaded.
Right. Well, let's just kill the Jade 1/1 anyway, because they
Sure.
might think about Galaka crawling more if we leave up their pirate.
Mm.
Makes some sense, yeah.
Yeah, so do we hero power here or we play the Firefly?
Probably double Firefly.
Maybe the totem more actually.
No.
I mean,
totem
with a thing
down,
from
totem.
below draw, the totem gets better.
Do you want to play 5 mana 5/5?
Might go if they have the captain, they'll probably play it. play Galaka, and we'll probably play the Fireflies.
Same
Okay,
with
we'll play
the
Fireflies.
captain.
double Firefly, Hero Power next turn.
If we play double Fireflies, they can go backstab aside, for example.
The Fireflies are better with the Serenade changing though.
Hero Empowering more, but no.
I like your powering more.
Yeah, Hero Power, yeah.
To get the town totem, that's gonna be huge. Just wasting backstab into that one.
Oh, thinking.
Tar Creeper
Yeah.
and poke the pirate. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we? I think we just talked about we don't need to coin a 1-drop or something, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
If we play Swashbuckler, like coin a Swashbuckler here, they probably just use like bait out their Golaka. And next turn we can backstab Captain and kill their Golaka.
So you want to play out the swatch or no?
What do you think?
I think we can use the coin better here.
Because
And just
Tarkriper
hold it.
doesn't do much. And I want to see the Golaka color next. Like, I don't want to coin Scalban next turn, you know?
Yeah, but we can go 3 and 1 next turn. Just hold on to coin. I think maybe it's just fine.
I don't want to play the 3 before I see Golaka color. Yeah.
Knight.
Hmm?
Knight.
Yeah, you always play Serenade. I'm pretty sure about that. You play to the left though, don't you?
To the left.
How long can this go on, Admirable?
This is a really interesting game. Virtus.pro is trying so hard to hold this Galaka Crawler for Tempo Storm, but Tempo Storm is trying so hard to not play a pirate in a Galaka Crawler. The threat of power is the power.
Well, you know what they say. It's the game of the chicken and the egg.
Which came first? The pirate or the Galaka?
What's the play here?
Scalebane? Whoa.
Vile Spine Slayer. And backstab trade. So they're just trying to keep board initiative. You heard Just Saying say it earlier. Play it slow. Play it slow. Let them make the tough decisions.
It's very true as well. Tempo Storm's rogue deck scales super hard in the late game.
Yeah.
Virtus.pro scales hard as well, but it requires an evolve turn to happen. That is one of the reasons I'm fairly surprised by the Vilespine here over the Cobalt.
Mm-hmm.
The Cobalt operated super well on board. Maybe they're worried about devolve, and if that's the case, go ahead and take value. They could be worried about Thrall in this turn as well. So there is some merit to using the Vilespine for sure. It takes away a lot of power turns. I personally am typically interested in my own power turns, is the thing. So the consequence of that would be vulnerable to Thrall. Something clearly they don't want to happen, and would be bad news.
Well, still a tough turn for Virtus.pro. There's a thing from below. You just saw Vile Spine Slayer. It trades well onto the board because they can't even kill it unless they use something else. And you'd hope that something else would be a pirate at this point so you can finally get value out of the Galaka Crawler. And there it is, thing from below.
Yeah, and the pirate would be the way that they could trade into this. So the setup from Tempo Storm was quite literally to see a play like this. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, that's the punish for keeping pirates in your hand for too long. Patches pulls out of your deck, and it's basically a dead draw at this stage.
Yeah, and Tempo Storm has tried so hard not to use these pirates, but using that backstab last turn, suddenly they face this down. Let's listen to Tempo Storm. Here they want to navigate.
That's
Play.
fine.
Yeah, and we have 2 mana left. I want to play 2 minions instead of dagger, like Swashbuckler and the Firefly.
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to dagger
So
here.
let's swatch first then. Swatch first.
Okay, sure. And so we do it.
Yes.
Agreed. Okay. I don't need to bump in, I think. Actually, yeah, I don't need to bump in.
Will be better. But
Pretty sure we play Aya.
Yeah.
What do you hit with the weapon? What's gonna be the most probable play? It's gonna be Jade class, Galaka, if the pirates fix.
Yeah, I would like to hit Dark Reaper.
But then it trades super easily into our Aya, right?
How? It's the 1-3.
Right. The question is, do we ever get value from the Galaka afterwards?
But if you play Galaka right now, what else would you play? You'll play
I would play Golaka, play Jade Class, and double Firefly.
Duration as well.
And then next turn I can play Aya.
Yeah, I like it more.
I want to get value out of my Fireflies before their board is so big that my Fireflies don't do anything anymore.
I'll summon a larger and
And
larger
he
man.
doesn't get to betray, it's the thing which I like. He needs to kill the killing totem.
Does he?
Do you want to use the spirit this turn?
So
What do you think?
what's the play you're thinking about?
I'm thinking like Ancestral Spirit, the Tar Creeper, and then just trade it off into the 3/4, right?
3/4.
Yeah.
I see.
Because I think they don't have Maelstrom Portal. They
Then
would
we
have
play
played it
outside.
last turn, right?
We
Yeah.
will play outside and Patrons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Monkas.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, 大丈夫です。
Ongo, Mega. Okay, yeah. And then we patches and SI to clear. Wait, what?
What? You don't. You're not playing like this?
No, you would trade patches and SI into the 3/3 to save health on the 3/1. Agreed.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of miscommunication there. Doesn't really make too much of a difference, but could have saved some life on the Vile Spine Slayer, I believe.
Yep. And this turn from Virtus.pro was meant to really set this up, play Aya simply to just...
I'll summon a larger and larger man.
Yeah. And then on the Death Rattle, Virtus.pro...
I'll summon a larger and larger man.
And while it's not Jade Druid, it's still very effective.
Yeah, I mean, they've got quite a few Jade cards early on in the game with double Jade Claws and with the Eye of Black Paw. Just missing Jade Lightning, and basically they've got the full Jade package going on.
The only thing about it is the Flame Tongue does represent a lot of clear on board, but is that Virtus.pro's priority? I mean, Tempo Storm's been trying to clean up the entire time. And when my opponent continues to attack my minions, I tend to just let him keep doing that.
There's little time.
Yeah, they're really agonizing over this turn.
Girl's best friend, indeed. Continue to aggressively use their life as a resource as well. Again, if Tempo Storm traded last turn, I don't see why they wouldn't this turn.
Virtus.pro needs an evolve quite quickly here. Because right now their board is, being picked apart turn after turn. Tempo Storm does have a resource advantage. Let's go and listen in to Tempo Storm. A few options here, especially with trading, so let's go ahead and listen in.
Mm-hmm.
Trade off the...
Trade off this, right?
Yeah. And then just keep the Tar Creeper at 3 health.
Yeah.
I think we also swing face. We have enough dagger charges.
But what if we draw anything late game next turn? It's not really we can kill him or something. We have some like Bone Mare, Lich King, and like Bloodful. I don't know.
Okay, we can wait. We can wait.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Not that. I'm pretty sure the play is obvious, and it's just spam the board with stuff and like.
The blood.
I think we should just like roll a totem first.
No, you play the Blood Seal Corsair first, then you hero power, then you play the Dapping Gosser. So you get the best traits.
Yeah, true.
The position for the Flinton. Hero power first, and then play the Corsair. Also works.
Corsair first, then hero power.
Doesn't matter. Can play some minions afterwards.
No patches.
Yeah, with hero power and with the weapon display.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that I don't have the weapon anymore, and I took 3 extra damage. It's my bad. It's my mistake. But I felt like it was the right thing to do.
Equiper.
Yeah, definitely. And then I think we trade off into.
Trade off those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last card is probably Bloodlust then.
Can also be
Thrall, maybe?
Oh no, it can't be evolve. If it has, yeah, throw.
Don't buff the Talk Reaper. Yes. That's so good.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, do the trades.
Right. I put this here.
Correct. Hero power. Yeah, you just trade with everything. Then you hero power. You can roll the totem now. We don't need the one.
Do I trade with everything?
And you hero power first.
Yeah.
I do trade with everything, right?
Every time, yeah.
And put it to
the
the left.
chain gangs, where did they go?
The left of the flame town.
Yeah, true, very true. They still have the card they kept.
Yeah, from the mulligan. Is it Van Cleave?
That would be interesting though. They didn't find a spot to play Long Cleave.
And the play it slow from Templestorm just not working out as their hand has been picked thin, and Virtus.pro finally found the big Flame Tongue Totem turn that they were looking for. Completely traded off and had a gigantic board swing.
Yeah, and Shaman is favored in this matchup. I mean, it is looking to take it long. And that's one of the reasons that Templestorm spent so much time trying to squelch the board presence from Virtus.pro, is they know that oftentimes the Flame Tongue Totem is what's going to cause this issue. Now, I think it's too late.
And a second Flame Tongue Totem picked up. Only 16 damage on the board right now, I believe.
Yeah, they'll probably continue to trade here to consider Bone Mare, but
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it's just one fresh draw. I personally would tend to just push a lot of damage. But where do you put the Flame Tongue if that's the case?
You can put it next to the Searing Totem to trade in the Healing Totem as the only minion that trades in.
That's possible. Leave some damage that way.
Or they could trade in the 4-2 on the far left and put it in between the two Serenite Chain Gangs.
I think I tend to put it in between the 4-2 and the 2-3 on the far left. Just push face. I don't really have that much time left to
calm
work
down,
with.
buddy.
Not your buddy, pal.
Not your pal, bird.
I am your friend. That's pretty much the same thing since it's threatening lethal either way. But this does prevent the Bone Mare.
And Karen is the draw, and that's going to do it. Virtus.pro going to tie this series up 1-1. Nicely played from the Shaman game, taking it slow from their perspective, waiting for the perfect moment to play the Flame Tongue Totem, and getting the job done.
And the back and forth series continues on. So far, Salvador is correct in his predictions.
Yeah, we don't know who's going to win. That's what his prediction was.
Unless he was predicting game score.
Yeah, that
Whoa.
Whoa.
Salvador would be really next level if he could do that. But Warlock knocked out for Virtus.pro, and now on deck with Shaman, of course. Last year was standing the deck that wins stays on board. Losing deck's out of contention, so Tempo Storm has to answer back here. But Shaman is quite weak to a lot of strong removal classes.
Yeah, it seems to be one of those decks where you're going to take the win in the counter matchup, and then you're going to just let it lose. Set it free.
Doesn't always happen that way, though.
It doesn't, no. You know, even the bad matchups for Shaman can still get up to like 55-45, 60-40, so from the other deck's perspective.
Doppelgangster Evolve is hell of a combo.
Is a heck of a beast. Is a heckle of a card.
Yeah, 30 of stats from just that 2-card combination is the average amount.
Bah!
That's exactly how it works.
30 of stats. That's the average, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get things like
Big Time Racketeer.
Big Time Racketeer, yeah, the 1/1.
Sometimes you get Wind Up Burglebot.
Which is pretty good.
Half the players at the Spring Championship did not know what that card was.
No. I still don't know what it is. But I'm going to call it good because it sounds good. I'm waiting for them to queue up the next one. But I'm trying to think if Tempo Storm could have played that early game differently to try and, you know, maybe snowball the board a little bit more. We mentioned that they were trading a lot, but against Shaman you sort of have to trade because you need to play around Evolve and Flame Tongue and things like that.
The turn to me is the Backstab, Dagger, Vile Spine. They could have just played Cobalt Scalebane, and the buff lands on the Tar Creeper at that point, and your opponent has to face off against the 6-power Tar Creeper plus the 5/5 that's there. Now, they're weak to Devolve in that spot, and I think that Flame Tongue is quite impactful in that spot as well. So I see the reason they did it, but going for the Vile Spine took away a lot of their potential to simply fight on that board position. If they hang on to that Backstab and see the Flame Tongue, they get an easy kill on the Flame Tongue, and then maybe even a pickup on a minion afterwards. They had the Shadow Step, though, so they wanted to get Vile Spine active. That was probably one of the toughest turns that I've seen in an aggressive match in a very long time, where all of your options are quite good, but which one leads you to a better spot? That's a very difficult question to answer. They chose what was immediately better, and just didn't quite get there.
That's often what, you know, makes the big difference in those aggro matchups. When you're faced with a lot of great options, which one's the greatest? Which of those plays is Alexander the greatest?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talk a lot about what do you do when you have a below-average hand and how do you scrap back for a win there. But you also have to consider what do you do when both players have very good hands. You know, that is a tough match to fight as well. That's usually where that natural advantage comes to fruition like it did in that one. Just curious if the Cobalt Scalebane could have changed things.
Well, it's time to get into game number 3. It's going to be the Warrior deck from Tempo Storm going up against Shaman once again for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, in Virtus.pro's spot, I imagine they expect this to be a slower Warrior archetype most of the time. And in this matchup, I've heard players say all sorts of crazy stuff. I've heard some say you pressure the Flame Tongue as quickly as possible. I've heard some say you keep any card named Doppelgangster or Evolve and then look for the other one. I've even seen players keep Thrall in this matchup. It is quite interesting how many different takes players will tend to have in this style. So I'm curious what Virtus.pro thinks of this one.
I like the Evolve keep. I definitely do.
Go on.
No, I just like it.
Strong analysis.
It just feels good, you know? Yeah, me neither.
They don't think it feels good. I think with Thrall, they are more inclined to move towards early game stuff. And this is why I've heard of players keeping Thrall, is they look for like Barnes or Sarnak Chain Gang, and they want to land Thrall immediately. Oftentimes, an opposing Warrior deck will want to set up a Sleep with the Fishes. And so as they play like a Stonehill Defender or an Acolyte of Pain or even a Blood Razor to try to set it up for the following turn, you just jam Thrall as quickly as you can, and sometimes it shuts it off or forces your opponent to take more damage, and then has the threat of the constant Evolve turn after turn from there. It also allows you to keep a lot more early game minions, so that way towards the mid and later stages, you're just not drawing as many of them. I think Evolve forces you to mulligan away a lot of your smaller minions, and as a result, your draw density becomes a little watered down.
You know, it's well said, Admirable.
I like keeping Death Knights. They're good cards.
They're really good cards. There's a reason why most of them are played.
Yeah. In aggressive matchups, maybe not the case. You need to draw it at a timely spot. But in any matchup you anticipate being slow, hang on to that bad boy.
And how valuable is Totem Up against a warrior? Not that great. It's brawl fodder.
Well, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But, you know, it depends how their deck is built as well. You know, we saw in the past that sometimes in this matchup against, you know, a more controlling warrior, you can just sort of hold on to Bloodlust and just keep toteming up every turn. They have to expend removal on the totems, which is a big deal.
Unless they have pressure on board.
You know, how is it more valuable than being able to make a minion be a bigger minion the next turn?
Yeah. I mean, if you can just simply summon a larger man every turn, that is definitely something that you would like to do.
Maybe you could.
You have Jades and you have Thrall. Early Armor Smiths really hurt in developing an early board position, though.
There's just no good options. Did we take...
I don't know. I like the Manatide here. I think Manatide's looking great.
Did we just have another still photo of Bunny Hopper in a different position?
These are not still photos. He is just stone cold. Even when he talks, he's like a ventriloquist.
That's impressive. Actually.
That's incredible.
Accurate.
Let's go ahead and listen to Tempo Storm, see how they want to handle this early match.
Do you want to accolade and bumping the human totem?
I think so, yeah. Flame
I
Totem's
will
not-
bumping the...
Still love the weapon, honestly. Like Acolyte, do you play the Armor Smith plus the Acolyte and just like YOLO it in if you have it? Maybe.
If it's Acolyte, do we heal power in Firefly?
Please find the flame tongue.
Not a Flame Tongue.
So yeah, play Monetite to the weapon, but everything is weak to the weapon.
And the only thing we can consider is like Coin Serenite Chain Gang.
Yeah. The bad. So they get one
Yeah,
card.
but if they like weapon, then they have to trade off their whole board, pretty much, right?
That's the play.
I like Coin Serenite. Do you not like it?
I don't.
Play the Monetite. If we play the Monetite, we just lose the board.
Yeah, but Manatide just loses to weapon instantly. Like GG, right?
Serenite.
If we play Coin Serenite and they play weapon, they have to trade off their whole board, and then next turn we can make like some kind of mediocre board where they don't actually have to, they want to.
Play.
And I don't think I bump here.
Marsh, the Armor Smith, you have the heal totem.
Well, but the thing is, if they play weapon, they still trade it into the Serenite. They double trade the Serenite, and they both go down to 2 HP. So because I think this card, the last card that they capture, should be like either fishes or weapon.
And then if we draw Slam, we play Slam instead of Armor Smith. Agreed.
Why do they play the coin out this? They want
Because
to evoke.
they don't have lightning, they don't have anything. The hand is just weak, right?
Okay, we draw first. I think we bump him.
Do you play Doomsayer now?
Want to Doomsayer?
I think so. It's one draw from Acolyte that we missed, maybe. But it's not a big deal, right?
I
don't like fishes at all.
Here. Yeah, I don't think they will make the Doomsayer proc. If the Doomsayer proc, we're actually happy, to be honest, I think.
Well, they do have a way to get through this Doomsayer, but it is ugly.
I don't know. I kind of like it. Well, the Acolyte's going to draw a card anyway, right? I'm not giving up my board to prevent a card draw. That sounds silly. They have Thrall lined up. They could just evolve here. The armor total isn't really what matters here for Virtus.pro. The thing that matters the most is getting a board that deals repetitive damage. So the question is, do they want to use the evolve here? And the answer is yes.
Yep. They get their own Doomsayer, but this one is validated. And Gerbashi
Death Rattles. And that's a Jade on the far right side. That is Jade Swarmer?
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Death Rattle summon a Jade Golem.
Yep.
And the Mana Geode on the far left as well. That operates well with Healing Totem.
And now they can also roll into Thrall Deathseer next turn and basically say, if you don't have Brawl, you're going to die.
Plus the Gurubashi is just like super threatening here. This is a lot of stuff Tempo Storm has to handle, and this was all because of how Bunny Hopper set up the game. It was brilliantly laid out from him how all the interactions with all of Tempo Storm's counterplay worked. Loved their play. Tempo Storm has got their work cut out for him.
What do you think?
I think we can risk it.
But then we shouldn't.
There's a Firefly token too, right?
Don't want to then.
No, we should, because we're definitely killing this over smaller things as well.
It's a full trade and then Troll.
Yeah, seems like that.
Mm-hmm.
Under deck. Over here.
I like full trade and then Troll.
Yeah, I like it also.
Do you want the extra 3-drop? I mean, Flame Elemental never does anything, right?
Yeah.
You can't. Wait.
No.
You have F mana.
No mana.
Ooh, okay. Sorry. Thanks, guys.
Oh, good enough.
Nah.
Not great, but yeah.
This dies to Whirlwind plus Fishes. This is not good enough.
I don't mind going like slam on the 5/3. What do you think?
To just cycle into Whirlwind?
Yeah.
He
And
can
like
keep
we're
evolving.
right, but we're killing this.
He can keep evolving his board, so we probably won't get a good vicious board. We have one. Okay, I think we can slam. I guess
Slam
I
the
don't want to
5/3,
shuffle
yes?
a big. Yeah. Because I don't want to shuffle a big taunt. Like, play the 3/6, just get value trade and you.
Do we just battle rage for 1 here?
I think so. Because we probably don't have the mana to do it next turn. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's. Wait. Oh, yeah, we do it. Yeah, exactly. He's going to evolve his stuff and try to make it out of the range.
Yeah.
And we don't put anything on the board anymore. We have 4 minions, that's enough. So yeah, just straight, evolve, hit face.
Doombar.
Above average.
Oh, good enough.
Nice. Yeah, just don't extend the board. That's enough. Be just evolving.
He can shit slam it.
Not right now, no.
But he can
Execute one shield slam. That's awesome.
he can browse the hit of deck.
So the one armor I didn't want to give him.
Only one brawl in his deck. He has to shuffle it if he wants to win.
No, actually didn't.
So go Whirlwind, yeah.
Do you agree? Like clear most of the stuffs here. Or we can hold on to another turn because we can kill everything that's below 5 health. So there's another option. We can just play the 5-drop because if he value trade, it's not that easy to value trade. I actually like playing Taunt better. To be honest, what do you think?
I think I like Top more. I just don't want to leave the 7-8 up there.
We can't deal with this. If he value trade with the 7-8 and evolve, that's actually good for us, right? 6-drop is normally a 5 health.
I'm a bad listener.
Attacking evolve 5/5.
Did you see that Earth Elemental?
It's pretty huge, TJ. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, but boy, you are really looking at it. It's bad news for Tempo Storm. Bone Drake as well.
That's just going to give him more value.
And Virtus.pro, this is honestly, I really want to commend them on this. So many times I see Thrall happen this way, and players just keep cranking stuff onto the board. I'm like, no, just take what you're getting.
Take it slow. Take it easy, bud.
Just hit. Eventually, you'll kill them. Your opponent has the onus of dealing with these board positions. You have plenty of time to simply wait.
And now Tempo Storm, it's kind of on them to see, well, how long do we wait before we use these resources? They could Blood Razor, Whirlwind, hit into the Earth Elemental.
I mean, they might have to. I mean, can they really wait that much longer?
Yeah, but even then, that's still only 7 damage, even with Sleep with the Fishes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah.
They can't even kill it.
Yeah, well, that is really bad news then.
They'd kill everything else, but they would leave the Earth Elemental with 1 health, and they'd take 7.
Yeah, that's bad. And okay, yeah, I'm off board with that plan then.
And they'd use 3 of their board sweeper cards.
Yikes. I'm nervous.
Ouch. Now they got reload. And that's just if this board position is dealt with. What are you doing here?
Attack for 2 with my Ancient Man.
And trade?
Nope. I'm going to upgrade my Ancient Man and see what happens. That's my first step.
Yeah. Then you can evaluate the trade afterwards. Let's see.
Yeah, now I'm probably trading 3/3 man. Yeah, never mind. Face damage is great.
I don't know, though, because that makes their sleep an awful lot better.
Yeah, it definitely does. When Tempo Storm plays the Mountain Fire Armor here, too, you have to be thinking, what on earth are they setting up? And Sleep with the Fishes is what comes to mind. So they don't have enough damage to Sleep with the Fishes and kill the Earth Elemental. So they want to play the Mountain Fire Armor, hope it doesn't get traded into, and then do that afterwards. That means trading has a ton of merit.
Well, they could cash in on Jade Lightning here, but I don't know. Jade Lightning is going to have use to face
Don't
later
use
on.
a single thing.
Just keep the status quo.
Let Tempo Storm figure it out.
And we'll see if they can figure it out. Let's listen in.
The top deck one. This way they don't know that we have another.
Do we want to shuffle anything? We have extra mana, right? All the removal.
No, I think we just want to draw Acolyte and Shield Block. Yes?
Three guys in the hand. It's not
Oh
great.
wow. This
Okay, that's a good one. So we want to evolve something.
is Aya good? Midnight Drake's pretty funny.
Need to play one character, well, but maybe play Serenity Night Changing.
Maybe double gangster.
I mean, you could just play
Double
I.
gangster.
You could I and devolve the 2/2.
I isn't good.
Actually, wait, can we play 4 cards?
Do we want to?
We can't. Oh, we can, but yeah,
With the next one.
it's not really
Serenity
good.
Night Changing and devolve one of them and play the Primal one.
Probably.
Don't you like Midnight Drake?
I don't.
Midnight Drake and with the Serenity Night Changing. Yeah, I kind of like that one as well.
But,
But we can't devolve then.
Okay, that works also. If you play the Midnight Drake.
Evolve something. We need to.
Nice.
Not sure about this.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it's okay. No, the Primal one is okay.
Just scared of Inzoth. Am I?
Just scared of that.
No, if they play Inzoth, I can't shuffle it, right? And then I don't care because I just outvalue him.
Yet.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, you know, my whole Wi-Fi disconnected. Yeah, Nazar seems good here. Yeah, this is the best turn we get to play Nazar, I think.
Yeah.
Can't play around anything now.
Right, and we're not dead to Flame Tongue because of the positioning, I think.
Do we do now?
And we can full clear this.
If we full clear, how do we lose? We want a full
Do
clear.
you want to full? Do you want to full clear?
If he plays these minions correctly.
Miss Little.
Mr. Little Kappa.
Stall evolve to expansion. No, wait, Midnight Drake. Yeah,
No, I want to go Maelstrom. I want to go Maelstrom 100%. Never gets better than this.
Yeah, play Portal.
But I also want to play Flame Tongue. Kind of.
Play Portal first. You might not have enough time to do the play.
Do you want to trade even? With 6 armor.
Oh. Is this okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Jesus, my computers also started lagging. I couldn't drag the Argent Commander. I was like, give me this card! Because I heard the battle cry. I heard, hey.
Is this okay?
That's a one-way ticket.
That's right. I think they were in a good position from there on out anyway. They probably would have won on the backswing of that turn, but well navigated.
Yeah, I mean, something that really happened.
This picture.
The force that's applied with Thrall makes Tempo Storm have to react to what's going on. And as resources continue to get expended, eventually get to a N'Zoth turn where, sure, the N'Zoth is a lot of value, but if you look at the actual card counts of the deck and what resources are being used, Virtus.pro gets so far ahead that they can actually fatigue out Tempo Storm in that spot. It's actually what we saw Purple do to Tom at the Summer Championships, where he just continued to apply pressure. Tom's answering. And at a certain point, Purple just goes, I'm far enough ahead. I'll just fatigue him. And that's what happened.
And that's what happened.
In this match, it was Argent Commander, but that's just a side effect of the pressure.
Yeah, now the Warrior deck is eliminated from Tempo Storm, so not going to have that deck available to them as we move forward in this series. They're going to have to find another way around the Shaman, and what is that deck going to be?
Well, if it's Mage, I want to remind everyone that Trump was not able to attend this match, and so Eloise had to pick up the responsibility of the Mage for Trump in this one. And you've heard the communication. The three of members of Tempo Storm have often discussed what plays they want, and a voting system is typically what teams have used.
Yeah.
Now, they've come to a lot of agreements on stuff, but when there's only 2 players, you have to trust the pilot a lot more than you normally would. And that's a situation that can get awfully dicey.
Yeah, that can be a scary one. Robes burning, you both don't know. It's all about the pilot, whether or not they trust in themselves, whether or not they trust in their teammate, or they don't want to have that kind of confrontation. When Admiral's wrong, I just agree with him anyway.
And I'm typically wrong on purpose so that TJ has to agree.
So then we both look bad. But we're okay with that.
Yeah, who looks worse, though? The fool or the fool who follows the fool?
Me neither.
I can't really emphasize enough how much I love the way Virtus.pro played that Shaman game.
I would have liked the Midnight Drake, but that's the only change I would have made.
Yeah, I would have played the Midnight Drake too, actually. I would have really tried to just beat him up. They got to kill the Midnight Drake.
That was an 8-4.
That's very large.
There is not an even larger man than that.
No, there was not. Although Argent Commander was huge, it's not very large. Very different. But into Shaman, there are plenty of counters to this, but you know, something to really think about is how if Warlocks are all transitioning over to Zoo decks, you don't have this pocket pick of just an AoE control deck anymore.
Yeah.
Then what contains Shaman?
Well, you think Warrior, but what if your Warrior loses? Then what?
That's where teams have to get a little more creative when you roll into next games. You know, what do you do when everything doesn't go right?
All right, well, Control Mage it is for Tempo Storm. Now this one's pretty good.
Yeah, the good card Mage is just a good deck.
It's got good cards.
Just blow stuff up and make cards via draw. Sounds like a good deck to me.
Make cards via draw.
Those are my two favorite things.
Next turn, I'm going to make a card. There it is. Made it.
I'm going to draw an even larger card. My two favorite things to do are blow stuff up and draw cards. I like this Mage deck a lot.
I know what my two favorite things are.
In Hearthstone, not just of all time.
Yeah, I know.
My two favorite things of all time are mojitos and card playing.
Wow, those are my exact two.
Yeah, I know that. We've discussed this at length for hours on end.
Over mojitos and cards.
Yeah. Mojito stuff.
That's what we call it.
We've actually never called it that until just now. But, yeah.
All right, well, a pretty good start for Tempo Storm, but also a decent start for Virtus.pro. They just have a few options. They can drop a Mana Tide, which can sometimes be hard for the Mage to deal with unless they have exactly Frostbolt.
Yeah. I think Primal Phantotem is really a big catalyst to a lot of Virtus.pro's play in this one. And while the Flame Tongue is a necessary part of that combination, the thing about it is that they have Mana Tide to follow up. So if Tempo Storm either uses Burn or develops Board, Virtus.pro has something to do right back in the face of that. This matchup, again, is very similar to the way that the Warrior one operates. The difference is that Tempo Storm has typically stronger counterplay to individual minions, where Warriors oftentimes found spending premium removal to deal with that sort of stuff. So I think Tempo Storm does have a little bit of an advantage where the single minion play is concerned. A lot different when there's a lot of stuff on board, though.
But Doomsayer and Acolyte of Pain is a choice pickup in the early game.
When you're talking about two-card combinations from a defensive standpoint, Doomsayer into Acolyte is the juice.
Let's go ahead and listen into Tempo Storm. They have the juice. Let's see how they want to wield it.
So just Acolyte out.
Wait. Because I kind of want to draw two cards from Acolyte.
No, you have AI in hand. We have enough card draw. We even have just to draw. I think you always want the minion to tempo it out in this matchup, so we buy some time. You know what I mean? Because if they play Serenite Chain Gang, it's more awkward for them. They might now they have to decide between Jade Lightning and Chain Gang, right?
That's true. I don't think they run other 4-drops. There'll probably be no Barnes. I don't think they play Barnes if they.
The Mana Tides next turn we can go Flame Tongue, Hero Power, and play Thing from Below.
What about Towns for mana? How it's called in English?
What if we just think from below?
They
like it?
Fireball. Yeah. Since we have totals.
Or polymorph, maybe even.
Monotite or the Serenite? That might be also.
I don't like Serenite, but
I like
no.
it. Next turn we
Serenite?
can go, yeah,
Yeah, we can go Monotite and Portal, for example.
Monotite and Flame Town.
It's very slow though.
It's better than
Is it?
Monotite.
It's way faster than Monotite.
Yeah, that's true. Monotite is even slower.
Do we draw first or do we? I mean, do we bumping first or do we Arcanologist first? I think we bumping first, because we would always draw a secret, right?
Yeah, sure.
We're bumping first.
Because if we get Valet, it could be different. We could have played Secret Coin Valet,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
So we just double like 2.
Yeah, Arc and just Frostbolt the other one, I think. Agreed? Yeah.
I'm so scared of DK. So this is pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're fine here. Like they might have to play Maelstrom Portal. That's another 2 mana that they're using, and then trade it out, I think. Yeah.
If they DK this turn, they get a 6 drop. And we can't really answer it, judging from our hand right now.
Secret plus Valet. But that's fine, right?
Have 1 minion on the board, we can trade with Flameton and just put double field from below.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Lucky.
It's all Mana Worm is so awkward in Mana.
Okay, what play do you like the most?
We're not
Save
playing
coin for
Blizzard next
Firelands.
turn.
Right, I want to save coin for Firelands.
That
So
makes sense.
it's either Mana Worm AI or it's Mana Worm Play a Secret, in my opinion.
I like Mana Worm. Mana Worm AI.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Because if we coin Portal next turn, we are going to dump our hand.
Yep.
This doesn't change anything.
No, it doesn't.
Wow, this one's starting to heat up.
You've heard Tempo Storm. Yeah, it's starting to cool down with a chilling blizzard.
Gotcha, Admirable.
Tempo Storm has really been trying to address the Thrall issue. And I'm curious how effective that is in other game plans as well, like where Virtus.pro isn't heading towards a Thrall and instead is heading towards Doppelgangster Evolve. Tempo Storm just has a wonderful hand to attack basically anything Virtus.pro is going to do. And so I'm not really sure where they find themselves ahead on this board, unless it's just via extra card draw from the Manatide Totem. But eventually that goes away. They'll start running into AoE turns, and a lot of that advantage can be lost. So I think they need to find some aggression.
You cannot give the mage too much time.
Oh, no. You heard Liquid say it in the last game. The more mana we have, the more of an advantage we are. And that is oftentimes the goal of Mage. Scale to the end game.
Come on and slam. And welcome to the slam.
Yeah. Come on and thing. And welcome from below. I don't know.
Come on and shot and welcome to the min.
Well, they wanted the coin Firelands. This is a much harder spot to do that.
It's still pretty good.
Blizzard's looking mighty fine as well, though.
What's the Bloodlust math? 7, 9 plus 12?
Lots.
It's lots, but it's not enough.
Yeah, but do you really want to be dropping that low in your range of Jade Claw? Jade Lightning, just spell power Jade Lightning. It's a lot of damage to take. That's one of the more common mistakes I see people make is when they have Bloodlust and They could deal 9 or 12 damage with it. It's not quite lethal, but they don't take it. They're looking for that lethal blow. You put your opponent under enough pressure, Bloodlust is often worth it to cast.
I need like Ice Block Frost Nova.
To set up for the Blizzard Medivh?
Yeah.
Is it better to Blizzard now? I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff going on here.
Is that pointed at the Mana Tide Totem? No.
Oh yeah, you don't do that one. That's I think way too big a risk. Nice drop though.
Yeah, Draconid Operative. Quite good, if I do say so. But let's go now and listen into Virtus.pro, see how they want to extend onto this board.
Yeah.
First.
Right, because I always play the...
Yeah. First. Hero power.
So the next turn they'll probably portal once again, right?
They're dead then. I mean, pretty sure this happens.
You don't play Firefly.
Why
No.
not? Why not? They didn't have
Because then I don't have spots to roll a totem. If he goes something, then I don't have spots to roll the totem for Jade Lightning. Right? If he goes with Doomsayer stuff.
I have this.
Because I have
flame
6.
strike with the second portal.
If he goes Portal and he doesn't roll a taunt, I have lethal anyways. I have exactly.
We don't play around anything. We don't play around Evolve and anything, right?
Yeah, I think we go with like Nova and Ice Block.
Nova Ice Block?
Yeah.
Or Nova Arcane Intellect?
It's better to set up a block.
We can save the Nova next turn if we want to, like block Medivh or something. But we can't ping the.
I think block Nova is better. We might have a chance to set up Alex. We still have Power Blast in hand already. You know what I mean? Like next turn we go Blizzard. The following turn we Alex them. The next turn we draw with AI, draw Fireball, and then play second Ice Block. So we need second Ice Block, Fireball, AI, and then we just Power Blast for lethal, yeah? I think you're considering the board state too much at the moment.
Okay.
Just Saying is very good at freeze mage stuff.
He just thought like 8 turns ahead. It's like, well, we're going to do this, then we're going to do that, then we're going to do that, then we're going to draw that, then we're going to play that, then we're going to win.
Yeah. That's one of his specialties, though, is these style of combo decks. A lot of times when you have lots of freezes, as he said it, sometimes you just think about the board state too much.
Yeah.
I somewhat agree with him. You know, this deck can play value, but sometimes you don't have the option of doing that. But something I really want to talk about is Bunny Hopper leading Virtus.pro. I mean, last season, it felt much more like he was alongside with Naaman and Bunny Hopper. I'm sorry, Naaman and Dr. Hippie, just another voice of reason. But he has been outright leading them in this series. Yeah.
Leading them well, too.
Whoa. His play has been spot on.
Getting the eye out, but Eye will not actually spawn an even larger man.
Yeah, I don't think they're too concerned with that. It looks like their goal is simply to threaten Tempo Storm as much as possible.
Yeah.
So in the face of Flame Strike, this does pretty well.
So what was Saiyan's plan?
I believe it was Blizzard into draw for stuff.
I think he said Blizzard into Alex them. I don't know. I don't even remember.
Blizzard into Alex into draw for a second Ice Block and have that be the major difference. Ooh, that's somewhat interesting. I'm really surprised that Tempo Storm uses the Medivh's Valet here. They have the Alex plus the Pyroblast. I mean, next turn they set up the Alex, and then I thought they would draw, but I think that drawing the Medivh makes them go, well, we didn't get the right draw, so we have to contain the board a bit more. It's a tough spot.
Now let's go and listen into Virtus.pro. Now they've drawn Bloodsoaked Corsair.
I'd probably keep Jade Lightning. Maybe just trade patches.
Maybe he'll kill Bark first.
I mean, why don't I just play Sir Knight Chain Gang and pass?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Don't you want to kill Bark first? You not need it.
No, because I don't want to fill up my board.
They have Blizzard, Nova, Dooms. Yeah, one Nova and one Blizzard.
The only thing I'm thinking about is like, do I ever want to play my patches for value right now?
The concentration.
Just like patches bomb.
Play patches that don't have anything against it.
Okay. You'll probably have it.
If they have DK, do you think they will DK this turn? Probably not. Oh, that's pretty good.
So we draw first with AI?
Sure.
Doomsayer.
I don't want to Doomsayer, but Acolyte get devolved anyways.
Yeah, let's go with Nova Doom then. Do you think it's really going to draw us a card if we play Acolyte? Maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe it does. Sure, let's play Acolyte.
I value about card draw more than board clear. What do you think?
Same. Let's play Acolyte and Nova then.
What I want to think about this more. Monkas. I think they run Devolve. So if they have Devolve, do you want to say the Acolyte?
No, I think we play the Acolyte.
Because we might draw with Acolyte, but it costs 5 mana.
How about we play Mana Tide and then we play Jade Lightning on that?
I like it.
Deny some draw. Can they ever ping it really?
Can with Blizzard.
You can just feed the taunt.
So we just play Mana Tide and we Jade Lightning that, right?
Yeah.
And then we hope they don't fatigue us.
Keep the Jade class.
I do?
The second Jade class.
It's first.
The weapon attack.
The only thing is like if we second Jade Lightnings becomes better with the claw still attached.
We have Blizzard, Doomsayer, specifically these two cards. If we draw Jade class, like why do we need the weapon attack?
Just prefer the Doomsayer thingy.
Doomsayer. Even if you top the Jade class.
Anyways, you can.
I don't want it to take it either. Like if he freezes my board. This is not Death Knight. Come on, guys. Like seriously.
So it's time for us to Alex them. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else to say.
We can't just burn them, right? There's no way we can just burn them. Without Alex. Okay.
I bring life.
It's not DK.
So we need to play Portal this turn.
What does Portal do? Is there any minion that does anything?
Mysteries of Mixtures.
I checked the secret first, but it's supposed to be nice block.
Attack with Zaya first, maybe. Oh, Mana Tide.
No, Aya is better. Since Blizzard, you get a minion. At least it's Jade Lightning. Okay, yeah, works.
Promise we don't have enough to proc.
No, use the Bomber. With the weapon.
And use my Star Portal also, I think.
See any reason to use the portal?
Mr. Matrix.
Okay, yeah,
But we can't kill it off.
We can with lightning. Jet lightning, you can kill it.
Yeah, but this next turn, right?
I don't think he can kill us now.
Yeah.
So that to draw 2 cards.
So go block.
we can 15 a mana worm too.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't.
Yeah.
But do you want to play? I guess it doesn't matter. They can suicide their board and anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. Feels bad, man.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Okay, so you trade with Mana Tide, with Bomber. No, you proc first. Wait, don't proc. Are there any minions which give HP when they
Lifesteal?
attack?
Yes, but they don't give us lifesteal from this anyways.
Wait.
Okay, yeah.
Jet Boy is okay. No, okay, nothing.
With Mana Tide and with Bomber.
Is there any way? I might want to. Is there anything reason? No. I just double trade and DK, right?
Listen,
the
Troll first. First Troll.
Do you want to evolve first or Troll first?
Troll first.
I want to Troll first.
You have heal from Evolve, you don't want to play it.
We Troll for sure, yeah. Okay.
Just because of the 8 drops. I want 8 drops, right? I only get one of those. I just evolve, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 5-4 is nice.
No. Oh, no.
Pass.
No. Nothing. I don't want to evolve my Noggenfogger. No.
Try to deal with this one.
I mean, if you manage to like fireball face now, I'm gonna be thoroughly impressed. 10 out of 10.
This game,
Noggenfogger strikes twice in Trinity Series.
And what a finish from Virtus.pro, getting the Mare Noggenfogger from the Evolve and off the Thrall. That's the second time we've seen that today. And, you know, maybe it's time to start teching it in. I mean, it's a card that, you know, while it's at the 9 mana slot, you know, it may be good in some of these matches where all of these spells are going to face, don't you think?
Huge.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. But we're going to have to see what's going to happen coming up in game number 5 in just a few moments. In the meantime, we're going to have to go to a very quick break, but don't go anywhere. Trinity Series right after this.
You guys seeing this?
Game, record, and stream without compromise. Only on Intel Core i7.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Trinity Series presented by Intel, ESL, and Twitch. We're here live at the Intel Esports Arena, bringing you the second match of the day. I'm TJ, joined by Nathan, the Admiral. That's admirable. What'd you think of that last match?
Huge.
It was huge. It was definitely huge. The Mare Noggenfogger was the huge part of it. And now a Shaman, once again, for Virtus.pro is going to be the take. And I have to feel that Tempo Storm is running out of stuff to counter this bad boy.
Yeah, honestly, the Noggenfogger is very spectacular there. But the Thrall was really the big kicker. Setting the 1 point off lethal to that Pyroblast. Could Tempo Storm have dealt one more damage in between there? I don't think they could have.
No, I doubt they could have.
Maybe it was the use of the Medivh's Valet in that one spot earlier on when they had the Blizzard coupled with the Ice Block was down and they were setting the Alex turn. I don't know. That's a tough call.
Could have made the difference, but like you said, it is a tough call. And now Tempo Storm back to the drawing board. That's a few decks now that they've had that also are good against other decks. Like, you know, Mage could be a good deck to counter Zoo Warlock if it's in the lineup for later on.
Shaman
Actually, no, they already have Zoo Warlock out of the way. So I do like the Mage throw out from Tempo Storm in the last game because there's not that too much that counters it from here on out, but still, it's a rough spot.
Well, the Shaman running amok is a problem. This is a deck that has some pretty hard counters to it, and it needs to be contained early on. And Zoo Warlock can certainly fight this matchup, but it is not a comfortable spot to be in. You need to have some heat early on.
All Kel'Seth plus a Patches.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely good. Kel'Seth is will oftentimes bait the Jade Claw out, and then you jam the Bloodstail Corsair down, get the value trade. The big thing I want to see from Tempo Storm is to hang on to that Bloodstail Corsair. So many people draw the Patches out, they play the Kel'Seth afterwards. You really need to think about the benefits and consequences of holding it. Sure, you could draw Patches, but I mean, there's 27 cards in the deck, 26 cards in the deck, and then 25 cards in the deck. Very unlikely to draw it that early.
What's going through your head right now, Admirable?
I'm just thinking about cheeseburgers.
Welcome to my world.
Okay, yeah. I was like, don't
take
hold,
from below. Great card against.
Don't hold both
against Zoo. All right, I
think.
think.
Nah, there's still no reason to play. Yeah, you hold.
Pass. Kel'Seth. You say GG.
It's not quite that much. It's definitely a big boost, but you know, over the weekend at DreamHack, I saw so many players rather, lose with turn 2 Kel'Seth. And the big one was being able to dictate pace of the board. If your opponent gets ahead, that's not going to happen. You can fight back, and that's something that Zoo Warlock can do, but
3 human beings who have 3-pound masses of electric jelly inside their heads.
And Tempo Storm's only got 2 of those right now. It's definitely a lot tougher. Let's go ahead and listen to Virtus.pro. See what they think of this turn 1 from Tempo Storm.
Now they have the board as a 3-4. If we get Golakad later,
Let's Zoo.
It's not trivial to coin hero power. That's like some time.
1-1 totem.
Evolve.
Coin evolve.
Evolve, yeah.
Not like this, Nyman. It's supposed to jinx it.
yeah.
Yes, this turn is obvious. Okay.
You have weapons, you have lanterns. Why are you afraid? Just use the Jade Claws and kill this guy.
I mean, I'm afraid of this captain.
Yes.
But they already seen Golak Crawler.
It's probably the captain, yeah. The guy. Actually, yeah, they saw the crawler. But they usually did keep the 3-drop, right? Might be the councilman.
I mean,
I don't know why they coin totem. Maybe they like to coin totem.
You want to? I want to tap Tempo here. Double Corsair.
Double Corsair?
Yeah, I don't want to lose the early game Tempo. And also we have Doomguard.
Sure.
Primefin and trade with Patches.
Probably, yeah.
To rope it. Captain, if they have it.
What to do?
But right here, yeah.
Please, Golaka.
Well, I think it's obvious there's no Galaka now. And
Quite.
this can go on for quite a while.
Or it cannot go on for that long because Tempo Storm looks like they're going to run away with the board.
Yeah, no Jade Lightning here, no real way to fight back on board. The Keleseth was super impactful in this particular game. That's going to happen from time to time. But Tempo Storm's follow-up is... It's just game-ending here. It's like, Doomguard, punch all your stuff, you're donezo. Virtus.pro, they needed to get control of the early game. And that was why they coined the totem, but... I don't know, Tej. I mean, I get it, but I don't.
Job's done.
Is winning everything, though?
I don't think they were getting out of this game. I think the opening from Tempo Storm was lined up super nicely, of course, with the Bloodsail Corsair. That was, to me, really the nail in the coffin, was being able to blow up the weapon, plus you get the trade on there. That's why the Zoo deck is built the way it is. Needs that counterplay to Shaman.
It's finding its spot in the meta. It really is. It's nestling in. It's a good piece of information for Virtus.pro, though, that both Soulfires are gone. But at this point, they may never even be in a spot where it even matters.
Yeah, I'm looking at Saronite evolve.
But then they strand the Doppelgangster evolve.
Sometimes.
Do you want 2 5-drops this turn or $1,000 tomorrow?
$1,000. To me, that's not a thought. I am not going to pay $1,000 for 2 5-drops.
I think I messed that saying up. 2 5-drops this turn or 3 6-drops next turn.
Ah. Yeah, I still think I'm going with the evolve this turn. I think Virtus.pro is in such a desperate spot that they quite literally need to risk it here.
Yeah, I mean, next turn they can go for Aya. Their Jades are just 2/2. What was that card? Oh, Crystal Weaver.
It was that one. The power!
Got a Volcano in there?
Volcano? Volcano?
Well, Virtus.pro has an Aya and a Bloodlust, so let's see how they want to use them.
I don't think so. I think we'll play that. We'll play that in Doppelgangster.
Yeah.
Coming back. Okay, yeah.
They yeah, maybe.
Okay, how much are we trading then?
Yeah, this Doomguard. I want to value trade the 1/2 actually.
Really? I want to go face for 6.
So if we don't value trade, we get punished by Bone Mare. If we value trade, we're only punished by Death Knight. If we don't trade, we're punished by both Death Knight and, you know.
Okay, so then this will be a 6/6. It'll be a 1, and then he trades. We trade this way. Is what you're saying? Otherwise, the Bone Mare trades here, and then the 2/2 goes in. Okay.
Also.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. If he portal here, he Death Knight, we're fine, kind of fine. He Bone Mare, we're also pretty good.
That's not enough.
Like, our Doomguard can also always trade into their Doppelgangster after evolve, right? Okay, nice.
Okay, just drop Prince on 2. We can be...
Yeah. Sam, you're so good. Poke champs.
Nicely done by Tempo Storm, bringing themselves back in the series now 3-2. They still trail, but it's much closer now, and they got the Shaman out of the way finally.
Yeah, I mean, they talked about how big the Keleseth was, but honestly, I think the Bloodsail Corsair was really a big point of counterplay there.
Yeah.
Keleseth certainly helps, but blowing up that weapon, your opponent's still overloaded. Whew. Yeah, spicy.
It was quite a big swing. They, like you said, they got rid of the weapon, they got the patches out, and then there was just some awkward turns from Virtus.pro where they had to make the decision for Serenite plus Evolve to make a weaker turn but try and contest the board. But that's a hard thing to go for. Like, they don't know what's in the hand of Tempo Storm, so it's hard for them to actually wait a turn and make the board even get more out of control.
You got to take risks in those spots, and that's something I think is one of the hardest things to do. Is when you're in a tough spot, to go ahead and take that risk. Like, when is the right turn to do it?
Well,
it basically boils down to, like, can you win the game or not if you wait a turn? And in that spot, I don't think they could. And this is something to really pay attention to, because having that Doppelgangster in hand, sure, they can wait and get that big value, but they are going to die immediately if they don't get something on board right then and right there. I think they play to their outs in that spot, which happened to be a single copy of Evolve, and that's really the way to do it. If they pick up that second Evolve, they can win the game. Now, it didn't quite pan out that way, but something to really consider is, what would it have looked like if they simply waited? They would have taken a ton of damage, and they never would have gotten back into the game.
That's right. Some pretty tasty analysis you got there, Admirable. But, I mean, it's hard to say. We're sitting here, they're playing there. It's really hard to get into that.
Yeah, it really is. And so now that Warlock has taken a win, Virtus.pro can simply look at what they have here and go, wow, plenty of options to queue up and fight this.
Yeah, they only have 2 decks out of the way at the moment.
2 decks that don't fight against Zoo super well. Shaman definitely has an advantage, but it's big swing spots.
Well, Rogue's
good.
Well, Paladin.
Not good.
Well, Warrior.
Sometimes good.
Mage.
Ooh, usually good.
Just saying.
Very good.
And there, now we can take a look at Tempo Storm's wins across this season in Trinity Series. All these totals are quite low.
Yeah, of course.
Warlock has been their most successful deck, though.
Priest and Druid have been banned for most of the tournament. That's why you don't see a lot of wins with that. I mean, you can just take a look by the averages of it per match. Priest does not get through very often. I think twice it hasn't been banned in Trinity Series. Or maybe just once. I think it went 1-1. I think it was twice, actually. No, it was 1-1, I think.
They do have slightly above average performance with both Rogue and Warlock. And Hunter, actually. But Hunter, again, one of those decks that super small sample size, hard to really judge.
Yeah, something that I really enjoy about watching Tempo Storm is their ability to simply plan out long turns. I think that when it comes to, what's best this turn play, they leave me in spots where I go, I wish they would have played stronger to the board. But when it comes to long-term setup, Tempo Storm has been very on point. Ooh, and a look at Dr. Hippie. He is stone cold.
So is his goatee.
How do they stay so still? I mean, he was moving a little bit there, but... Look at Virtus.pro's games. Shaman been a big performer for them, in part because of this series. 3 wins with Shaman this set alone.
Also some good Warrior play and Paladin, but Paladin has been a success point for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Moving in. Now we can take a look.
Easy.
It's easy. They're actually fall below average with 3 wins. They're way above average with Shaman, and everything else about even, kind of. With Warlock being the exception, they have not had much success with Warlock.
Yeah, Warlock has been a very feast or famine strategy. I believe when they've had to queue up Warlock, it's been into some pretty tough spots, if I recall correctly. Never really able to have it be an optimal spot for Warlock.
Yeah.
He's working on something.
A drawing, perhaps?
Did he get better at drawing after the autograph he gave you at Summer Playoffs last year? Was it playoffs?
Dr. Hippie. It's BlizzCon.
That's right.
It's the Hearthstone World Championship of the 2016th year.
Ever.
That's right, Admirable.
The contrast between these two was just so funny to me as well. Like, just saying smiling, he's kind of relaxing, having a good time. Dr. Hippie is like, no, serious business. I've played against him a couple times. Man, he is good. He just beat me up every time.
I arm wrestled him once.
Once.
Never again. Because I beat him and he was sad.
You just like body slam him. Ooh! How do you like that?
I'm quite large. I have freakish dad strength.
That hand from Virtus.pro is quite large as well. Arcane Giant?
Yeah, it's big mage.
That's weird.
It is.
This is akin to the list, looks like, that Nalgidon played at Summer Champs, where he put in a couple Arcane Giants to try to fight the mid-range matchups a little bit better, as well as the slower matchups. Just have a big thing.
But definitely not the faster matchups.
No.
That's where the deck struggled. It actually struggled in every matchup.
Wow.
But it was a small sample size.
Yeah, like 4 games, maybe.
If that. But now, Temple Storm, a little better hand than we saw from Virtus.pro in the first game when they were playing Warlock. They have an actual plays, moving forward instead of just a turn 1 play and then nothing until 4.
Yeah, it's quite important versus Mage to have early plays as well. It's not like the biggest thing in the world, but this does chip away quite a bit of damage.
Still need to find somebody to fill that 3-drop void. Next turn they could coin South Sea Captain, but the following turn it would either be a life tap or a pass, basically. Life tap, pass, life tap, 1-drop.
Well, either way, they're going to think of something. Hands awfully heavy. Let's listen to Tempo Storm. See what they're thinking about.
Wait. We coin Captain, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good time.
And then Blood Fury next turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't touch that.
It plays around Volcanic Potion to use Blood Fury first, but it's not good against Doomsayer.
Yeah, intellect.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, never mind. Probably good.
Next turn Glyph. Probably in Frostbolt.
Okay, I think.
Blood Fury?
Yes.
Okay, I agree too. They're basically committed to Fireball at this point.
And some freezes from Glyph.
Okay, play the Glyph first.
I think you take the Frostbolt, right?
Yeah, Frostbolt.
Double Frostbolt this turn.
Do you like it?
Probably yes. We already at 18.
I mean, you could
Frostbolt
Frostbolt
the next
the
turn.
Captain and then ping the patches, maybe.
Oh, this is definitely not the way to play. We can just not play the second Frostbolt. I'm okay with that.
I'm not. I want to play it. It's for damage.
Okay.
3 extra damage.
Okay, do it. Off it. That's the reason I wanted maybe to keep the Frostbolt.
We are at 18. The problem. We want next turn Arcane Intellect into double Blizzard.
Can go into Flame Imp, Crystal Weaver, like buff the Malkazar Imp before turn 6.
I kind of want to buff. Well, how do they kill it, right? They go like Secret and Valet?
So many possibilities.
Yeah, definitely.
But
So there's no point in buffing it. So we should play Chain Gang now.
I think so.
Yeah,
Also,
I agree.
Doomsayer turn, like Nova Doom turn. We can always have Imp, Crystal Weaver on turn 5.
That Crystal Reaver. I don't know why that came out of my mouth like that. The Crystal Weaver.
I was just looking at you too.
The Crystal Weaver.
You had like your eyes squinted and like your head was slightly tilted back.
Ay.
Just like turned into a 5-year-old real quick.
What are we going to do with me, Admirable?
I don't know. I'm concerned.
The Crystal Weaver will present quite a threat to the team of Virtus.pro.
What to do?
Yeah, say that 12 times fast. Don't do it.
I can't say anything fast.
Virtus.pro. Oh, the Frostbolt. That might be able to get them out of this, but they were running really low on life, and they were about to take heaps of damage.
Yeah, now they also have Volcanic Potion, so they might be able to chain together some really powerful turns with double Blizzard plus Volcanic Potion in hand.
The Arcane Giant's getting cheaper.
It is. It's already at 6. So if they can keep clearing up the board and eventually stick an Arcane Giant and some threats behind it, protected with Firelands Portal, stabilize with Ice Block, draw some cards with Acolyte of Pain, clear the board with Blizzard.
Invest in their 401k, eventually retire with a nice estate.
Diversify their assets.
Yep. Make sure they don't pay transaction fees on their mutual funds. He talks more than I do. Blizzard number 1.
Followed up by Blizzard number 2.
If Virtus.pro does not Blizzard here, I'm going to be stunned. Yep.
If Virtus.pro does not Blizzard here, Admirable will shave off his beard and glue it to his head.
Yeah, I said that 2 weeks ago. Doomguard, nice draw. Just a little bit of extra damage. Tempo Storm's got some tough turns ahead of them, though. Let's listen in and hear what they're thinking.
On the far left.
Left? Yeah. Far left or Doomguard in the middle? Far left, far left. Yeah, far left. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, so we played around the second Blizzard in this way, too. That's not bad.
I mean, you can't potion because you're probably gonna be dead.
I mean, you could.
And we can go for Acolyte.
I'm not sure about potion. Not sure about Blizzard.
Do you want to play?
Maybe with potion even. Use block.
I wonder.
No, that's not the play for sure. Maybe, wait, we can actually play the Arcanologist and Dice Block the next turn. We go Blizzard and we don't have enough for the Giant.
I think we play block maybe and potion. Next turn Blizzard Arcanologist.
Blizzard the next turn. Still doesn't kill Blizzard.
We died from 2-4 cards. Oh, even 6 more cards.
Blizzard right now.
Yeah, Blizzard. They pumped too many cards.
Yeah.
So you want to tap?
I want to tap, I think. And I think we're going to play Weaver instead of Kaliseth. What do you think?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, I want to tap instead of Kaliseth. Definitely. And then we're probably going to play Weaver. Okay.
Total corruption, total power.
Okay, now we wait.
Okay.
Come
on. Interesting.
You don't 3 months. If we play the Ice Baron, they're short.
Yeah, but short how much?
There's 2 off.
2 off?
What about Arcanologist Acolyte in the block?
It's okay as well.
Into some Frost Nova, Double Secret and Ice Giant.
We need
Giant.
Yeah.
I like Arcanologist and Acolyte.
Block.
Yeah.
To me. Job done.
Well, it's looking a little bit rough for Virtus.pro.
Little bit.
It looked like they were in okay shape, and the Doomguard changed the landscape of everything. Without that Doomguard, I think Tempo Storm would have been in a lot of trouble this game.
And Crystal Weavers. The Crystal Weavers have been continuously putting these extra demons out of range and also presenting a threat that doesn't die to Blizzard.
That's a good point as well. I mean, that card has done a lot of work.
And now Virtus.pro has to find a way to not only stifle the pressure on the board, but also find development of their own and then enough damage to be able to swing back and kill Templestorm.
So in other words, too much stuff.
They need Frost Nova is what they need.
That'll solve all their problems.
Almost exactly Frost Nova and Frost Nova only. They Frost Nova, they set up the ice block, they go face. Next turn, they kill him. That's it.
That would solve a lot of issues.
Well,
those are big.
Those are big. But are they big enough? These would cost 1 with an ice block and an ice barrier. They could clean off some of the board with the volcanic potion, but that would spend up all their mana. The Arcane Giants would be free. They can ice block, ice barrier, play 1 Medivh's Valet and Arcane Giant.
Yeah,
or they can just play both.
The problem with the ice barrier is it's not actually saving them this turn. They're really giving it away after their second ice block. So from their perspective, they might be safe to simply play ice block, put giants on the board, try to clean up, and then ice barrier saves them from the remaining combat damage. We see Soulfire waiting in Tempostorm's hand, so that plan will not work. But that's probably where they end up going with this hand because, frankly, there's just not any other option.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they wouldn't have enough damage to get through the ice block and the ice barrier and kill the giants, so they choose one, and the other one buys you a turn regardless. Either they don't kill your Arcane Giants, you kill them. They do kill your Arcane Giants, you don't kill them. Either plan usually ends up with you dying anyway.
Yep. They have gone with the ice block in this scenario. And so they will need something massive to get them out of this. I'm thinking Alex Straza. Oh, baby. That's, yeah, that's donezo.
Pretty much. Just saying, may have thought that was ice barrier. But right now,
well, it does look like ice barrier. You know, from their perspective, if Virtus.pro is down that last spot and they do that, it's great. But in this spot now, he's thinking about, oh crap, can they kill me? Well, the answer right now is no. We can see the hand. But that does seem like a problem when you see ice block.
And, you know, does it change the math? Look at their hand. What do? They want to develop stuff on the board so that they actually have something to proc through an potential ice barrier next turn. But let's go ahead and listen to Templestorm and hear what they're thinking.
Want to tap into?
Bone Mare, tap into Voidwalker. What do you think?
I don't know. Do what you think is best.
I'm going to tap in and tap. I think it's just fine to tap.
So we so far here, right?
Okay. So far the 2 giants or what?
So far the 2-3, I think. Because I want to, yeah, like if they freeze or anything, we can still get a charge from Gul'dan. Like we can't discard every card in our hand.
Wait. No? You never ice barrier first?
I think ice barrier first. Yeah, just ice barrier first. I don't want to.
Okay.
And the question is now...
We tried. We have Pyroblast.
If they didn't have the taunt minions.
But this
the Death Knight, if they play
we tried. This Knight. Oh.
Gonna be 26.
If they play Death Knight, we need to kill them next turn. They have a Doom Guard. That's the only thing they get back. They don't have taunts. No, we don't have to go face. They go to 26. And we have exactly lethal. No, you don't have to go face.
How they can kill us?
Don't kill us, but we don't have lethal the next turn.
Yeah, we do. Okay. If they play Death Knight, they go to 26. They summon the Doom Guard. The Doom Guard trades. Oh, they have a. But they discarded the Dreadlord.
They can trade, yeah. Oh,
in the 4/4.
Okay, that's still good.
In the 4/4, they discarded the Despicable Dreadlord. It didn't die. See, it doesn't come back because. right?
They played
They would have been on 26, so it would have still been lethal.
Was just
Pyroblast their face, please.
Yeah. And
See? It's exactly 8 damage too much.
Yeah, I forgot about the Dreadlord.
Yeah, it was a discard, it wasn't...
Playing the Soulfire.
I mean, discarding the Soulfire, 10 out of 10 HP. You're a god. 10 out of 10.
I do not know how Tempo Storm lost that game.
Well, I don't understand the Soulfire. So the tap, I understand where they're going with it. So their thoughts are probably defensive Alexstrasza. They wanted to fight against that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's a surprise of the Arcane Giants in that spot. Like they sell the Arcane. I don't know. Like I don't understand. Like if you tap and then Soulfire the 2/3, why don't you just not tap and let the 2/3 hit you?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, there was a lot of different things that you can play around there. Soulfire plays around double Fireball by taking away the 2 damage.
But why do they then just don't tap, right? I mean, you have Soulfire plus.
And then you cannot tap.
Gul'dan.
You know, playing it safe in that regard and giving up the potential of drawing Soulfire, maybe plays around defensive Alexstrasza.
To me, there has to be something that I'm missing here because if you're going to tap and then Soulfire to eliminate the 2 damage, you can simply not tap and save the Soulfire for lethal because that was the second ice block they'd seen. So unless there's a randomly generated ice block or a counterspell, which maybe they think there's a counterspell because there's Arcane Giants in the deck, I don't know. But even in that case, I still don't see myself Soulfiring there.
That one's tough.
Your opponent has to clear your board, plus set up a secret that stops the Soulfire. And that seems incredibly unlikely to me.
Have to be a counterspell, random counterspell in the deck, but Tempo Storm finds himself behind even further now. Virtus.pro looks like they're on their way to closing out the series. We're going to get into game number 7 in just a few moments, but we're going to have to take a short break, so don't go anywhere. More Trinity Series right after this.
You guys seeing this?
Game, record, and stream without compromise. Only on Intel Core i7.
And welcome back, everybody, to Trinity Series presented by Intel, ESL, and Twitch. And, you know, we're getting close to ending the second match of the day. Virtus.pro looks like they're on a roll. Now, this time with Mage versus the Zoo Warlock. For Tempo Storm. It has been eliminated now, so they're running out of decks.
Yeah, and Mage is a matchup that I think is supposed to take some of those wins. That one I don't believe it was with the pan out of it, but Mage can operate very strong. I thought the Doomguard had basically sealed up the game for Tempo Storm alongside the Crystal Weaver buff, put outside the range of the Firelands portal. But with that win, Tempo Storm is on the back leg big time. They need 4 before Virtus.pro picks up 2.
Yeah, now they can try and counter this Mage of Virtus.pro, but it's getting tougher now because they're starting to run out of decks that they can do it with.
Man, their Warrior's gone. Their own Mage is gone.
Zoo's gone. Their Zoo Warlock's gone. Do they really want to fight it with Shaman?
Well, Paladin is probably just the call in this spot. You know, Paladin operates very well versus Mages because they just have so much health on the minions that are there that you typically end up pushing quite a bit if you get anything on the board early.
All right, well, there's going to be the Paladin, I believe, as we move forward into the next game.
Yes, sir.
Can Virtus.pro close it out? Or will Tempo Storm manage to find their way back into the series with a win?
Murloc Tidecaller is one hell of a card in this matchup. Virtus.pro does have some ways to answer it, but it requires picking those up very early. And if you don't answer the Tidecaller, oftentimes it's a catalyst to the rest of the game. It starts getting out of control because it's such a big priority kill. And that is not a good hand from Virtus.pro.
No early removal whatsoever. This game can definitely snowball.
I'm curious with the Tidecaller, though, if Tempo Storm is thinking about pitching away this Vilefin Inquisitor.
Without the coin, double 1-drop can be quite clunky.
It is still something to do. I'd prefer something to do over nothing to do.
What if you pick up 3 1-drops?
Wow.
Into a War Leader.
And so this way, Tempo Storm can potentially manipulate the Grimscale Chum as well. You know, the War Leader at 3 health, vulnerable to Frostbolt, vulnerable to a Secret plus Medivh's Valet. If they play the Tidecaller, and then they play the Inquisitor, then the Chum, they can buff the War Leader outside the range of that. And that's a lot of damage. Yeah.
But Tidecaller first. Whoa!
Oh. And Tidecaller is the one minion that you often want to set up Doomsayer into, because if Tempo Storm has a Murloc to lead into this and then a War Leader, they can just kill your Doomsayer if you delay it. So Virtus.pro's options, I think, are risk it, hope they don't see the big Murloc. Maybe Doomsayer goes off. Maybe try to get to a Frost Nova Doomsayer turn, but that one feels very risky.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
That Doomsayer is going to go bye-bye.
Yeah, that's going to put Virtus.pro more on the hero power the Chum plan. And then hope that they live through the next couple turns with enough life to get past this.
Yeah, I do not think that they can risk that War Leader, because now they know that there's another Murloc in the hand.
Well, it's not like that, but there's just the hero power on board. Hero power on board would kill the Doomsayer.
It would. That's true. Let's go ahead and listen in now to Virtus.pro as they try and find a way to navigate to another victory.
But they have to wait.
You have to wait.
It's bad.
Oh my god. Wiggle your froze.
So I could live more.
You probably would just want to find
Yeah,
something,
it's
glyph.
It's glyph.
I think it's glyph.
Block.
Last one, yeah, block.
Block, yeah.
Alex in our hands, so yeah, kinda good. Think about the secret.
Certain them.
Assume this is a barrier or something.
Yeah, but I
always
mean,
evolve, right?
we were still playing Megastorm, yeah.
Yeah.
Wind Fury, please. Nice. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
pick it. 3 first.
Okay, interesting. So
then...
So I think we do this, right?
Yeah. 6 into...
6 again.
No, wait, no.
Wait. But
do
wait,
double 4.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mark S, actually, Ice
Easy.
Block.
Easy.
No. Oh no.
Why not?
Yeah, for sure.
Ice block.
Then you wanna...
Nova Doomsayer. Oh, you wanna keep
Why?
the call for Alex?
Yeah, we basically have to expect that they have nothing, and completely, right?
So ice block.
Thinking. Yeah, ice block is better. Yeah.
I mean, wait.
Play for win. Ice block.
Can't we just set up Ice Block next turn?
But
And then we have enough
just
freeze effect.
Wait.
Then we have enough freeze effects to get to Alex anyways.
I like Nova and Doomsayer because yeah, we can get the barrier
Okay.
if they attack with the... I mean, if they have the weapon, we're dead.
Yeah, sure. Or like
If he has a green weapon, we are every time dead. No matter what we play.
Just pass.
Yep.
Play around bottle rage.
clown.
Let's go Sham Rockpool Hero Power.
Sure. Doesn't really matter the positioning, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess we can position like this.
Crossbolt.
Doomsayer, can we do it? No. Blizzard. Yes,
It's
the next turn we
Blizzard,
can
yes.
go Frostbolt, Doomsayer, for example.
Yeah.
So it's Blizzard, right?
Yes.
It's gonna be a possible Frostbolt the Doomslayer ping.
No.
No?
Next turn, if they play 2 minions, then we'd probably...
No, yeah. They play Curator or something like that. And then you just clear.
Now we commit to Bone Mare, I think.
So we just play eye for an eye before turn 9, the Alex. I think it doesn't matter that much. So we just Bone Mare.
Yep.
Wait.
So I know the play.
Wait, maybe Doomsayer. Yeah, you fireball that one. But maybe Doomsayer.
I fireball it every time.
I think I was just playing Doomsayer here, honestly.
With Doomsayer here, the next turn we can Frostbolt.
What
Face.
if
Yeah,
you
we can
play,
Frostbolt Face. We can Frostbolt Face and then we can play the Giant. And the next turn we can go Alex.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you yeah, true.
I'm gonna play Doomsayer here.
So we try to pop.
But what else do we play? Okay, we pop first. They probably want to tempo Giant, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we're not playing Hydrologist yet. I don't think it's right to show them that we have it. Then it's so easy for them to play around it. Let's wait.
But if we... Okay, yeah. I want to wait for him if he wants to Alex us. Maybe after we see Alex.
Face.
Yeah.
In before Bluegill.
I wouldn't even mad on that dated Bluegill.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
If Virtus.pro wins this one, that is insane. Their ice block was popped on turn 4 with a full board of Murlocs.
And now a decision in front of Tempo Storm. Do you take the eye for an eye to threaten, or do you take Repentance to try to handle Alex better? To me, this looks like an Alex setup for an incredibly long duration of time. I'm actually surprised last turn they didn't go for the Megasaur setup to try to land a Death Rattle.
1 and 3 to effectively win the game, pretty much.
Yeah, because they would have had 2 Murlocs on board. So they would have had 4 1/1s.
They would have needed exactly Blizzard to try and clear it out, which they've already used the Blizzard.
Now, granted, you throw away a lot of resources doing that, so maybe they can just fight back from this spot.
They went for eye for an eye. I don't know about this. Now, Virtus.pro can just sort of trade onto the board.
I think they intend to play defensively from here. But this puts a lot of pressure in play if Virtus.pro is going to play defensively. Now, why would they attack that over the Cobalt Scalebane?
Because maybe they want to... I was thinking maybe go for Firelands Portal Frostbolt.
That's what I was thinking, too, because...
And then because they would have had to have a weapon last
boy.
turn. Ooh. Tyrion. That's a big draw.
This game has gotten weird. Yeah, I mean, they pretty much saw that Tempo Storm didn't have a weapon last turn. I think. I mean, they were frozen.
They were frozen, so they didn't see it. They knew they didn't have a consecration. It would basically be a weapon. They would have a card that's been in their hand for quite a long time, and the top deck draw. Would one of those cards be a weapon? This is the safe line to play, but I think Firelands Portal Frostbolt, set up a big board, and then defensively Alex on the backswing, You have more to fight for the board on the next turn that you play, Alex. You can start coming back from behind a little bit.
They did commit to playing around the weapon, though. Things are getting awfully shaky now, though.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one.
Act now.
And that's exactly where that damage should be going.
Even that's a pretty good drop for the Cobalt Scalebane. It forces a full trade instead of leaving a 2-power thing behind.
Yeah. So you ping.
I think
trade over the Tyrion. Firelands Portal, trade over the 2/2. You're alive at 2 health.
I think the Portal Frostbolt was the play last turn. I think they tunneled so much on playing around a weapon or a consecration that with the Alexstrasza defensively that they missed an opportunity to snag the board. Let's listen to Virtus.pro, see how they want to handle this.
Ping Tyrion and then Firelands Portal the
We have Frostbolt Tyrion and we portal the dragon. Back with the minions. Have little
Frostbolt Tyrion.
What to do? Say it.
Oh, you Frostbolt Tyrion and you portal the dragon. That's good. Yes.
And just pass.
Time runs out on me.
I think so. Yes.
Are you sure?
Not really, but
yeah, not really.
You can also just ping Tyrion and double trade. Just Frostbolt. Just Frostbolt's too late now.
Not sure about this play.
Yeah, easy.
Let's see, what do we buff? We buff the 2/2.
Yep.
Blizzard.
Wait, hero power. I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, okay. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, so you take +1/+1.
Yeah. We keep to mark.
Do we? Yes, because we beat Flame Strike this one, right?
That's second Frostbolt. They can't freeze our face after they kill Tyrion.
Yeah, I think you put them to the 2 for sure.
Act now.
But they can't kill us, to be honest. But I want to put him in the weapon range.
Yes.
This looks like bottom right.
Ways.
Guess the play after all was to
portal
Firelands and Frostbolt.
Some weird plays there at the end of that game, but Tempo Storm manages to edge it out and bring themselves to 3 and 4 in the series now. Fighting back a little.
I think you nailed it on the turn on the Alex, too, with the Frostbolt Firelands Portal. If they would have done that, it would have been clear skies, and then they have the Alex afterwards. Now, it leaves them vulnerable for that one turn, but at some point, they're going to have to take a risk. Instead, they tried to stay totally free from risk in that game. And then what ended up happening was they risked just a re-snowballing of the board, which is exactly what happened. Much more likely if your opponent just has to play minions to get you.
Yeah, a little bit too safe of play. And there's Tempo Storm. Keep in mind, Tempo Storm is currently 0-3 in the Trinity Series, and they trail in this series. They need a win this week, or they are all but eliminated from contention for the live finals. If they go to 4 losses, the best that they can finish is 3 and 4. And their game score is also quite poor.
Yeah. And for Virtus.pro, it's quite the opposite. They need a win here to solidify themselves as a top contender in Trinity Series right now. That would put them at a 4-1 record. I'm sorry, 3-1 record.
Yep.
And that is a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah,
it is world of difference between 3-1 and 2-2.
They were at the live finals last year. They had a great finish. And, things started kind of rough for them early on. And they were able to pull it back. Their communication was cleaned up towards the end of the season in Season 1. And now they seem to have found a groove with Bunny Hopper sort of taking the lead on a lot of the decks that he feels comfortable with and just sort of getting input from Naaman and Dr. Hippie as they go. They seem to be firing on all cylinders. Now, that game may have been a little bit of a different, feel to it than we saw in the Shaman games, for instance, where they were playing really safe and really reserved. But we'll see. Mage is now eliminated.
The fact that they even almost brought that back was like enormous. I mean, that ice block popped on turn 4.
Turn 4 with a full board of Murlocs and nothing on their side.
And their opening hand was like dumpster tier.
Yeah. That is an Argent Commander in their rogue deck.
Yeah, and Argent Commander in this deck is sometimes indicative of Corpse Taker in the rogue build. The goal is to get Wind Fury, Taunt, and Divine Shield on the Corpse Taker. You then want to try to punish your opponent with either a Bone Marrow on the Corpse Taker or a Cold Blood. Now, in this matchup, they're not looking for that specifically. They're looking for ways to simply tackle the board state. So I could see them mulliganing quite a few of these cards. I'm not quite convinced that Edwin Van Cleef is 100% a keep in this matchup, but dang, that card is powerful.
Maybe they just didn't have the dust to craft Leroy.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But look at that hand.
Both
hands. Holy moly.
Well, buckle in. Click it or ticket. And the 1-3 from Tempo Storm is meant to play around Backstab, being a super clean trade-off to this. Fights a little bit better versus Prince Kaliseth.
This is actually a tough early game to navigate. If you coin out Prince Kaliseth, in theory, the following turn you could pull a patch set that's a 2-2 and make value trades. But there's a lot of things that mess that up. Say a Rockpool Hunter, then you don't have coin for SI7 Agent. But let's go ahead and listen into Virtus.pro and see what they're thinking about that play.
The kill set.
It's not buff, it's just hero power. Into hero power pirate. Into pirate SI. And it's buff.
I think it just double swash.
Yeah.
Double swash? Oh, yeah.
Which one?
You played the buffed one first, obviously.
That card.
That'd be good.
We should just definitely play Seer here, though. Maybe we can rope a bit to think about like War Leader, but
sure.
Yeah, definitely Seer.
Which path to choose?
Yes.
Yes.
So they have two random Swashbuckler cards, Paladin cards, right? And then they have.
But they don't have coin for SI.
Yeah.
There's no Shadow Step. If they have Shadow Step, they will Shadow Step the Prince.
And for hero power.
Why?
No. Hero power.
Yeah.
Not attack, just hero power.
And you hero power and clear one minion, right?
Don't you want to save? Mattress for
the deck until
SI?
Oh, okay, yeah. So you just want to like hero power pass?
Yeah.
Sure.
Not the best turn screen, but
Because you want the dagger up, right? That's the thing where you don't want to play quality.
And yeah, you use the dagger in the attack phase with the minion.
no. Yeah. Just with 1/1 attack phase. Don't attack with weapon.
What in the world is that card in Virtus.pro's hand?
That's Dark Iron Dwarf.
That's not even in the metagame anymore.
It's not. But they're bringing it back.
3 human beings who have 3-pound masses of electric jelly inside their heads.
That's what they thought of. Dark Iron Dwarf. I kind of like it, honestly.
It's interesting, to say the least.
You already have Vile Spine at the 5 slot. This deck doesn't play hardly any 4-drops.
They even put Bolvar Fireblood in their deck.
It's great with those Corpse Takers.
A lot of synergy.
They're starting to fall behind, though. The quality is quite interesting, though. I mean, that is a lot of stuff that Equality can start fighting against. They've yet to see anything big, though. I mean, no Cobalt Scalebanes, no Steed or anything. These are still tough turns.
They need to keep something to activate this Vile Spine Slayer.
I do not know what to do here.
I'm thinking just slam the Dark Iron Dwarf.
They can slam that Equality.
Yes, Equality plus South Sea deckhand is probably the best chance you're going to get to use it. You're right, Admirable.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
No.
Do you South Sea?
No, I apologize. I was out of line.
You said they needed to save something for the Vile Spine, and that is absolutely right. Oh my.
Sunkeeper Terram.
Come on and slam. Welcome to the Terram. Gosh, I'm clever.
Let's go ahead and listen in now to Virtus.pro. They are on the ropes.
Play this one with deckhand.
No, we play it with... Just play it and hero power. Oh, just play it. That's it.
One.
Without...
And a trade with 5-1.
And you'd put your face in the 5-1. And then next turn you go Saucy. Saucy plus eating something.
Yeah, into...
It's interesting though. Wait.
Turn 6. Possible seed. I would say haha guy.
Yeah, I think so. Haha, but we have so many 1-drops backstab.
But if it's not backstep and 1-drop.
I mean, SI still becomes fine.
I think I like Megasaur more than Terram. Like Hero Power Megasaur?
Why?
Or do you want a Terram? Like trade Terram?
I like Terran.
Hmm.
We have one Murloc. Like next time we can go tackle a Hero Power Megasaur. Then this time we can only Hero Power Megasaur and we can have bad outs. I don't want. I want to. Whatever you decide.
I think Terram is fine. Sure. It's trade and then Terram.
Okay. Yeah. And also we have a taunt to protect our stuff. I don't know if it's relevant.
I don't think it's that relevant. The only way for them to win is like deckhand and Last Spine Slayer, I think.
Like they play Kain, Bloodwolf Kain here, they die.
Yeah.
You have to Saucy and eat the Terram.
I don't know into the Morlock, right? Because the Water Eater is more.
Into Dragon.
Yeah. No.
The Water Eater. No, into the Morlock.
Into the Murloc, yes. Because there's Megasaur kills you and Wall Leader kill you.
GG.
Easy. I'm the best. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Tempo Storm ties it up at 4 apiece. Could we be seeing our second Game 11 of the day, Admirable?
That was a big comeback. And you heard say it. They have South Sea Deckhand Vilespine, but he was thinking a 3-2 South Sea Deckhand with Vilespine, not the old 2-1.
Murloc Paladin has been the GOAT, the greatest of all Trinity.
True
so
story.
far in the Trinity Series of Season 2.
It's been tearing it up.
It has been. It seems like every single week, at least one team has success with Murloc Paladin. And sometimes even 3-4 teams have success with Murloc Paladin. I'm looking at Complexity at the top of the tables with a 3-0 record. They tear it up with Murloc Paladin.
No, they didn't play yet. I was like, wait, aren't they 4-0? No, that was Liquid that played. Yeah, I mean, Tarim will tear it up.
He will.
Tarim is tearing.
They're just hopping on their Murloc cycle, revving it up. And weaving through traffic.
Cycle is made of Murlocs, it seems. But yeah, that's a huge win. And so now Virtus.pro has to answer this back. 2 straight with Paladin. And it continues to knock out decks. The answers get thinner and thinner. There you can see the Paladin win rates across the board.
Yeah.
Tempo Storm finally starting to see success with Paladin. You know, at a 0-3 record, a lot of their decks have struggled.
Yeah, you're going to see that across a lot of their classes just because of their game record. And sort of the same thing with Complexity. You know, they're having a lot of success, but Murloc Paladin has by far been the best performing deck for Complexity. But, you know, across the board, it's like 50% or above with Paladin, and most of the time it has been Murloc Paladin.
Yeah, I think we've only seen like 1 control to Paladin, maybe 2. Not a lot. It's not as good as Murloc Paladin, that's for sure.
Not quite.
Tied series, and Virtus.pro's got to be feeling nervous. I know I personally, as soon as I lose a game, feel nervous, regardless of what the score is. I could be 10-0 on ladder, I lose a game, and I'm like, oh, great. You can't lose stars at this rank. Coming soon. They had some heat draws with Paladin as well. There's a lot of those, though. I mean, it's like 1 drops with a 2 drop with a 3 drop.
Yeah, Paladin just has a solid toolkit right now. Yes, they can have those draws where they draw like Tyrion and Sunkeeper Term and a Boneman in their opening hand, but as long as they get some combination of Murlocs, they're in good shape. And now, looks like we're going to see a good old-fashioned Murloc Paladin mirror match.
And Virtus.pro would have loved to be going first in this game. Something to take note of is that this match is often dictated by the attacker's advantage. The team who is dictating the trades is usually the team who comes out on top. Virtus.pro going second means that they have a lot less liberty of doing that.
They do find a 1-drop, but Balefin Inquisitor into a Murloc Tidecaller does not trade super well. But Grimscale Chum does.
Yeah, that will force Virtus.pro to play their Balefin Inquisitor, I believe.
Yeah.
And then Tempo Storm will need to draw something to counteract that.
Yeah.
Rockpool Hunter is the draw.
If given perfect hands, yes, you want to go first. But sometimes going second and reading the information that your opponent's giving you can allow you to make better plays onto the board. Like in this situation, you know, if they play Grimscale Chum, they're going to play Balefin Inquisitor. If they play Balefin Inquisitor, then they're going to play the Murloc Tidecaller. You know, Rockpool Hunter is going to punish them whichever way you slice it. Slice it left, slice it right, slice it down the middle, slice it backwards.
Yeah.
Which path to choose?
That game where you're slicing fruit as the ninja. There's no real objective in that game. You just slice fruit. I don't understand it. It's weird to me. That's Rockpool Hunter this game. And Finja is a mighty big pickup as well.
Potentially a huge one.
I'm worried for Tempo Storm. If they don't draw Rockpool next turn. Oh, Righteous Protector would be good too.
Righteous Protector would be good. Do they play Righteous Protector? Have we seen it?
Well, that's a good question. I would assume most Paladins do play Righteous Protector, but
they have Chum though.
I've heard of folks cutting it.
Yeah.
Chum is usually is the first sign of the cut.
Actually playing the super aggressive version. Just a bunch of 1-drops.
They do have Colettes here.
Oh, they have Colettes here as well, yeah. So, I don't know. It's becoming less and less likely.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Of course, someone's like, we saw the mulligan in game 3, idiot.
Let's go ahead and listen to Tempo Storm and see what they think about Virtus.pro taking a long time on this turn 1.
Oh. I don't see other play.
We are trading for sure, and then we decide whether or the hydrologist, right? The Inquisitor is better against his hydrologist. It's also better against Rockpool Hunter.
The Rockpool Hunter.
Yeah. So I think we don't care about the 1-mana float. We should play the 1-drop and then.
But Valfang doesn't kill their board if they play the Rockpool Hunter.
All right, but at least we're not losing it, right? I think we just trade the 2-1 for sure into 2-2 and then just play Valfang.
Okay.
It forces, like, if they play Hydrologist this turn, we're in a really good spot, right? And if they play Hydrologist...
If they will play Rockpool Hunter this turn for sure if they have Rockpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we have it. Yeah.
So we just buff and trade the 2/3.
Yes. We would never get to this point, right? If we made the other play, we would be out of the board already. Do you see what I mean now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if we draw this guy, then.
Yeah, no, I play it. Mind games. Oh. Okay, play it.
Sure.
We want...
If we hero power here... Noble Sacrifice. Noble Sacrifice is kind of the same as Redemption, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Noble Sacrifice is better than Redemption, I guess.
Yes,
yeah,
I think so.
Better.
Let's pick it.
But do we play it or play like hero power? I guess we don't have mana to play Secret later on.
You have Findra into Steed, so we definitely just play this turn. Yeah.
But hero power does the same thing, you know what I mean?
I would still play the Secret, I think.
Sure.
It's better, especially if he plays Kings on his minion, right?
This is a heated board battle.
It's oftentimes what they turn into.
An HBB.
Yeah, that's the common abbreviation that everybody uses for it.
I'm knee deep in an HBB right now.
Yep. And
sorry,
VP
Mom, I can't come upstairs for dinner.
VP is going to play an RB. I'm going to try to BT. But the NS. GD. JD.
Virtus.pro, they got to follow up with a Finja, so they're just hoping that nothing comes out big, but Tempo Storm has their own Finja.
Yeah, commonly abbreviated to Finja the Flying Star.
AKA Fatufs.
Now it's a really heated board battle. I don't even know what's going on anymore. The Cobalt Scalebane is a major play in this spot.
I mean...
So is the Spike Ridge.
And so is Spellbreaker.
I'm thinking Cobalt, go.
Yeah, Cobalt,
that
go.
opens him to the Rallying Blade, though.
Yeah, it does. No matter which way you slice it, unless you just Spike Ridge Steed and say, go, don't attack, just Spike Ridge Steed. Minions that have stealth cannot also have taunt.
Rather, they have taunt, they're just not currently taunting. As soon as they're out of stealth, they taunt.
That's not what the Innkeeper told me.
Does he say that? Oh, he does. Wait. But it does have taunt. It just isn't taunting. I don't know. This is weird.
I trust the Innkeeper on this one. This is a really tough situation. Either way, they give up a Finja activation, and they do not want to be the first team to give up a Finja activation, because you said attacker's advantage.
I don't know what would Uther do, but let's go ahead and listen to Virtus.pro, hear what they'd do.
You also pass.
Just pass. Right.
I love this, yeah, but you just pass.
Thing.
Do you want to go wide on board?
How wide?
So they passed. Do you think they have Terran?
No, they would just play Terran.
Yeah, so if they don't have Terran, we can play a bunch of Murloc, right? And attack with Findra, I don't know.
I think it's okay, sure.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Let's go wide to play around Terran as well.
So Chum, Hero Power War Leader?
Yes.
Okay. And also...
I know what. How is that? This. Of course, silence more can use them.
Yeah, you always silence Finja.
Yeah.
And I think...
Attack like this?
I think so, yes.
I like the thing about Finja surviving.
I would try to keep Finja alive.
And I would kill the 4-1 to that, yeah.
With the weapon, yeah.
This attack, right?
Yeah. Nice.
Chum or not?
Yeah, you attack that.
With Hero Power.
And you hear power. Don't you like Chum?
No. No.
Not.
Why not?
You play it, if something bad happens, you can play it with one mana.
Yeah, but like, if we lose our board now, then okay, GG, I love Hearthstone. But
if we play Taunt, we can get a 1-drop.
And like a Megaswarm? Maybe Curator's fine then, because we might need Megaswarm sooner than later. Okay, let's play Curator then.
But what if we don't get? What if we don't get 1-drop Murloc?
Then it's still okay. Or do you think it's too slow? Like, Colite Seer Scalebane's the highest tempo play that we can have this turn.
I like Collide Scaleband because we have 2 targets.
Okay. So
yeah, Collide Scaleband.
yes, we
So
clear
this, right?
the War Leader, and yes, and then we War Leader into Finja. Yeah.
Yes.
These right. Okay. You played that one for sure.
I mean, I think.
What is your double trait?
Wait.
We put 2 minions into the
You
tier.
can do something with buff. With one Maya. Isn't it better?
It also works. Yeah.
But
don't you like Tyrion here?
No,
But
Don't you like the 4/3? 4/3 goes into War Leader, and then you trade the
yeah, that's for sure.
2/3 twice, and then you play Tyrion. Don't you like that?
I agree with Tyrion.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
No. Oh!
What?
Okay, play Tyrion. You're supposed to value trade to 2/3. The attack doesn't matter since we have Divine Shield.
Yep, I want to play Tyrion for sure.
Yeah.
And then we
And we're
bump shield.
bumping.
Yeah.
Alright, so the play is
Muruk. Double Muruk.
Murloc, and then Tarim, right?
We time him the next turn.
Wait, no, don't you Tarim this turn?
Yeah, Murloc. Wait, Murloc, Hero Power, Tarim, hit with
Yeah.
Tyrion, hit with Tyrion, hit with the face into the Tyrion, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's kind of
yeah.
weak to it's kind of weak to Bone Mare, but that's pretty much it. And I don't see any good play otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, just double one. And you kill the Tyrion off, I think.
Well, these plays look weird on the surface, but I like the way that they're trading off this board here. It's basically just back and forth all day.
Yeah, Virtus.pro did hit the big blunder with not value trading over.
Yeah, they could have had
2/3.
an extra minion for Sunkeeper Term. That would have made a big deal.
Also, they popped the Divine Shield.
Yeah, also, if you go back a few turns, just playing the Grimscale Chum onto the board with floating 1 mana, that would have made their trade so much better going into their Tyrion turn.
Yeah, overall, I like the approach that VP's having, but they're just making small errors that are costing them quite a bit in these scenarios.
We'll see, though. There's still pretty much equal resources on both sides, with Curator being played from Tempo Storm, Curator in the hand from Virtus.pro.
Curious that Consecration is going to be a big deal coming up.
I'm curious as well. We're just a couple of curious Georges.
Curious TJ.
Act now. What would Uther do?
Well, I mean, he would have played Curator last turn, but clearly. Come on, Arthas.
And this Cobalt Scalebane is
biting the dust, it looks like. Maybe?
I don't know. Maybe you just let it. I like the buff.
Same.
And Riling Blade's a dead pickup with Ashbringer already equipped, so Virtus.pro can have to make do with what they have in their hand. And they have a couple of buff cards, so I think this turn has buff card written all over it.
Bonus Meritus. It's Latin for bone mare, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
Blessing of Kingsicus. It's Latin for Blessing of Kings.
And this is Latin for great turn.
Yep, I like this. Saving the damage. They're starting to get quite low as well. This board not too weak to Consecration as well.
I think the big thing to look at here is Virtus.pro's life total. If Tempo Storm can ever get the board back, they're able to turn that around into some pretty strong push. But the problem is they just got their board cleared and they're facing down 4 minions.
Yeah, and this is a big point of parity for these teams. Sitting at 4-4 in a mirror matchup. Whoever wins this has a significant advantage. Once you start to get to those later games in a grueling last hero standing battle like this one, you know, if you have multiple decks remaining and your opponent only has one, you know what? Even if those are poor matchups, which at this point you know they're not, you still have a significant advantage by winning this mirror. But let's go ahead and listen in now to Tempo Storm trying to fight back on the board.
Sure.
I don't think so.
Okay, so then we go Hero Power, Cold Light Seer, Megasaur,
Yeah.
and hope we get something good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Sad. What? Do we Mega Sword?
Yes.
This always happens.
You don't have a better chance than Mega Sword.
Yeah, we don't have
they
better
do now.
board. Plus attack.
Plus attack, yeah.
As long as it's not Death Battle.
So value trade, full clear. Play creator.
I mean, I like playing the Curator now because we kind of have we're kind of allowed to do it.
Yeah. I want creator.
Yeah, I want Curator because I want to taunt as well.
Diamond.
Just get Hydrologist.
Yes,
okay?
yes. 3-2 into 5-3.
Yes, AP, you're such a god. Jeez.
So
You play the
play-
Hydrologist for sure, yes.
Get down.
And you always take it down, yes.
Full trade and play it.
3-2 into 5-3. 5-5 into 4-3. And
Yeah, no, like this, yes, like that. Do
Yeah.
that.
This one.
No,
4-3 down.
that, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Phase, play that, yes, okay.
How much damage is this?
Wait. So the card he has in hand are a dragon and the Megasaur plus a card tooth. How much damage is this?
He played Megasaur.
I mean, this is lethal if he doesn't play a taunt, right?
Sven? Monkas? Sven?
I think the Bowmare was the first one to die, right?
Hmm.
I think you just have to hope it's not that.
Yeah. But Noble Sacrifice Rekas too. Well. So we can hero power Blessing of King.
To play around it?
No, I mean it's just more mana efficient.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but we still swing at the 4/4.
Yes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Blessing.
We blessing back, trade.
Listen back to it.
Blessing the Curator, yeah.
Dragon and Muruk.
Works. He or she.
Other place is Elise.
I mean, what I like more
Other place is Megasaur and no, it's Dragon.
no,
Right?
just Blessing the Curator.
Trade for sure.
Yes.
Gonna use it up it.
And
I think we play Dragon.
how do you like playing 3 Murlocs? Dragon is better, right? Just Tight Collar and Dragon's better.
Yeah. I agree.
What do we lose to? It's only basically Tarim. Tarim is like the only thing we lose to, right?
Lose to it.
Realistically.
Yes. We still win against Tarim. The hero power and Tarim. They need to top deck Tarim.
Yeah, because we can buff with a rock pool, right? That's the point. Well, this is decent. I was thinking about just putting one more minion on the board against... and like 2 more Murlocs that can directly use the buff of the Megasaur, right?
Well, Bone Mare's going to keep him alive, but for how long? I do not know, and it may not even keep them alive. Let's see. They trade in with the 5/5. They have 12, 13, 14. They have 17 damage. Rockpool Hunter adds 2. Rallying Blade. That's what they need. That is lethal damage.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of damage for Virtus.pro. They've kept the board almost the entire step of the way. And a lot of this was due to their turn 1 play, where they actually coined out the second threat, and it got them there.
Crazy that a turn 1 play can force that much tempo, but
I still think that there was mistakes made along the way, and they need to tighten it up a bit. It's Now going to game 10, where Virtus.pro is on match point. These are long sets. I can't expect anyone to stay 100% focused during this, but you can't be making the small, obvious missteps. You know, they had plenty of time in that turn. Bunny Hopper was still chatting away. You gotta listen up.
At that chair. Look at it.
Where do you think you got that chair from?
Don't look at it anymore.
Wish I had a chair like that. No, if only I had a chair like that.
Now that's admirable.
I do great things.
But Virtus.pro still has Paladin, which they're going to be playing in the next game, and a Warrior remaining. And Temple Storm has to win these last 2 games with a Shaman deck. And they've been reluctant to throw it out there thus far.
Yeah, I do think that the Paladin matchup is quite good for them. It's the last one they got to get over.
Which would be, if we went to game number 11, Shaman versus Warrior.
Yeah, and that can be a lot of trouble.
Virtus.pro did it earlier against Tempo Storm's Warrior with some great Evolve Shaman play.
What if it's Pirate Warrior?
What if it is Pirate Warrior? Then Shaman could end up winning these last 2 games.
Boy, wouldn't that be a plot twist.
It would be.
What if it's Fatigue Warrior? Ooh, that's bad.
What about Taunt Warrior?
Somewhat bad, but not quite as bad.
It's reasonable.
Yeah. Throw away that quest and... Well, I've heard players say that if the Taunt Warrior throws away quest, you can actually fatigue them as the Shaman.
Yeah, we saw it a few times in the Hearthstone global games as the meta for that matchup was evolving back in Ungoro. But again, as we get close to the end of the series, Tempo Storm down in this one. This is one of the closer series they've had, too. Over their 3 losses thus far, they've only managed to take 8 game wins, which is not a lot. That means most of their series have not been close.
Yeah, and that's sort of the nature of last year's standing. If you lose the first couple of games, the series can snowball seemingly out of control, where you have to be fighting from behind and you're looking for the right risks to take. Those don't always come up. This one's been a lot closer for them. I mean, it started out looking really rough. They did get game win number 1, which I think was really crucial, this set being a lot closer. I think if they'd lost game 1, you would have been looking at this and going, oh, geez, this is bad. But here, 2 wins will bring it back.
Victory is in their sights.
And necessary.
And necessary for them to effectively keep themselves alive here in Trinity Series Season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Going to 0-4, it's a big blow to morale, but it's also, you know, almost mathematically eliminates them from live finals contention.
You need a lot of other things to go right outside of your control at that point.
Yeah, you basically need to beat the teams that you're close to, hope that they lose all of their matches, and have low game scores.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and then since the tiebreaker is based off win-loss ratio, they also have to finish out their series by winning handedly. But let's get into it. We'll talk about the implications later. It's all about this match, and that's a Lightning Storm.
Wow. That's a card I have not seen in Shaman in quite some time. I think this could be a direct nod to, say, Rogue, Shaman Mirror Match, and Paladin. You know, something to think about is that Galaka Crawler hasn't been a fantastic performer across the board. It is a 2/3 minion. Can Lightning Storm pick up some spots that Galaka Crawler couldn't? In this match, it definitely can.
There has been some sort of like hybrid list floating around. You know, sort of at the beginning of the set, there was like the Jade. I know Tice piloted. I don't know if he was actually the one that made the deck, but he piloted a sort of a Jade hybrid to really high legend ranks. It ran a lot of top end. It ran a lot of removal. It had volcanoes in it, but still evolves and more Jade stuff. Still doppelganger package, and just cut a lot of the early game in favor of some more late game and more removal. Doesn't look like that's the case.
Oh.
But Lightning Bolt just sort of throws my brain, or sorry, Lightning Storm sort of throws my brain for a little bit of a loop-de-loop.
I think it's a tech choice. I think it's there over Galaka.
Let me think.
I'm making the hard read.
Hard read.
They draw Galaka next turn, I'm going to look stupid.
Yeah, shave your beard off and glue it to
Please
your
don't
head.
No, I'm not. No, that's...
You sure?
No.
You're not sure?
No.
I wonder.
You seem sure. Sure are stupid. I got him. Virtus.pro is in the tank again. And we saw them play super hard to try and guarantee rock pool on the last game. In this matchup, they don't have the same liberty because there's so much counterplay, but they are considering coining this hydrologist. I like the chum.
It does get heavily punished by J-Claws.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a little chum Ladokus here if I'm Virtus.pro. Make the sacrifice. Look to make it up later on.
The Grimscalium Chumicus.
Ah, TJ. With the sick reads.
Admirable. I'm smart.
Yeah.
Sometimes. It's been a while since I've actually seen this deck, though.
You think it performs better or worse in this matchup?
I don't know.
What does your gut say?
No. My gut says no. A lot of times you do cut early game to make that package work. And early game is kind of necessary. The list that I saw of that deck did have Devolved, though, which is quite key in this matchup. Let's go and listen into Virtus.pro. Weak turn from Tempo Storm. Let's see how they want to capitalize.
Play Hydrologist, and then you try to get Redemption or Get Down. And then I think you coin it out.
Why?
Because you want the board next turn, like.
But how can he kill the board if you hero power now? Patches?
Yeah, with patches, with Flame Tongue, and he can still top deck the weapon. The weapon is gonna be
So maybe
bad.
play a Hunter now?
Oh,
Hunter is the most resistant, actually.
Before turn is 4.
Yeah, Vokful Hunter is the best one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
With the Mana Tide Totem, and the next one we can go Hydrologist into something and into Coin Dragon. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, playing with the buff is just too greedy, right?
So, do you want to play 3-1-2? Because in this way we kill his War Leader. If he play War Leader, we can kill War Leader and plus G-lining the rest. I like early tempo. Do you agree with this?
Yep. I agree.
Do they have coin? I mean, do they use coin? They still
haven't
have
used coin yet, no. They still have coin yet.
Yeah,
The weapon, maybe Hydrologist is still better. The next one we can top deck the Megazord. They have to answer with Flame Tongue.
Yeah, true.
I think the Hydrologist better.
Yeah, same.
Let me think.
We'll see.
Best one.
Yeah.
Like Redemption. First, if they play Jade Lightning.
It's all the same against Jade Lightning. This is all the same.
Redemption?
Let me think.
Just because they have the 1/1, you can always pick Redemption. I believe. Yes.
Okay, I'm okay with the Redemption.
I would go with the Redemption.
And fade with the Totem.
With Totem, are you sure?
Yeah, I think with Totem is fine, yes.
We lightning the 3/3 to begin with, right?
I think so.
How much do we want to trade here?
We get punished by Blessing of King. And I mean, Megazord actually wreck us too. I'm not sure here. If they have Megazord, it's 2 cards, right? Blessing is 1 card. That's 3 cards. Turn 3, they will play. Oh, Collide Series is also a card.
There's been a lot of synergy this game, but starting to be ripped apart with Virtus.pro.
Yeah, I mean, me and Arable have been calling these nonstop. Me and Arable have so much synergy that we finish each other's
sandwiches. Yeah.
That's right. It's a tough play, though. No board initiative for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, this situation where I'd like for Virtus.pro to recognize Jade Lightning's been used, it's really difficult to play around the second copy of anything. They have either the Murloc War Leader just slam on board and threaten, but that plays in a Flame Tongue Totem. I like the Coin Cobalt Scalebane, personally.
That one looks pretty good. You saw Jade Lightning. Jade Lightning would punish it, but since you've seen one that's out of the way, it's very unlikely that they have number 2.
However, a Flame Tongue into this board of just the Murloc War Leader, I do think pans out fairly well for Virtus.pro as well. They get to save coin for the Tyrion turn. They have the Rallying Blade against the Flame Tongue Totem. Yeah. Slam that bad boy. This is what all my Cobalt Scalebanes look like, by the way. I don't think mine's ever activated.
5 mana 5/5s?
I don't think it's ever activated for value on my side.
What if it could buff itself? That would be insane.
Yes, that would just be Bittertide Hydra with 3 less health instead of dealing you 3 damage.
But no downside.
Oh, 5 health.
That's the downside, yes. But is that really a downside for a 5-drop?
No.
It's a vanilla 8/5.
Well, if your opponent has a 5/9, yeah, it's a downside.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good spot. But now Virtus.pro is giving up the coin, so Coin Tyrion's not going to be an option, and their turns are looking a little bit awkward. They don't have a 3+2 next turn. They don't have a 5, a 4+1.
They're worried
4
about
1s and another one.
They're worried about getting just slammed by Tempo Storm having something strong here. Like Jade Lightning is the card that you are basically praying for.
Yeah.
To not see in this spot in Virtus.pro. And since Tempo Storm looks like they're about thing from below, yikes! Blessing of Kings is heat.
The double War Leader isn't quite as powerful as it once was because they used to just buff each other's health and attack.
Sandwiches, yeah.
That's right. But now they just buff each other's attack.
Yeah, they used to buff each other's sandwiches, now they only buff each other's bicycles.
They used to protect and attack. Now they only attack. Meanwhile, Tempo Storm faced with a giant Cobalt Scalebane that just traded over their thing from below. Let's see how they're feeling.
You want to, so next turn he can like the Steed or Tyrim. I don't think they play Tyrim, right? So
yeah, I think we go wide. We just play Spirit. Spirit Hero Power.
Yes. Wait, we need to think more. You know, we can clear this with Bloodlust.
No.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
Not this turn.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, we clear on Bone Mirror turn, I guess. So we go wide this turn.
I think Hero Power's happening. Then we have to decide whether Spirit or to play Mana Tide. Oh, we can clear now. No, it's bad. It's still really bad. I think we play Mana Tide and Bloodsail Corsair.
But Spirit gets more targets for Bloodlust. And also Flame Tongue.
Sure, we can play it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's close between these two, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we always play it, right?
We need to trade with them and with 2/3.
So the blade always goes in the 2/3.
Into 2/3, dragon goes into the spot power totem.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. The only thing about this is if we go on the spell power totem, they can just treat our 6-3.
You play Murloc, right? No reason not to play it.
Yes.
Yeah, you play Murloc.
I really want to go face.
No. Like, it's either the spell power totem or the 1/1. Because this just trade.
I literally said what Dosh
He did.
or what Buddy Hopper said
Yeah.
to TJ, and he said at the end of that.
But Bloodlust will be a clear and a weapon removal.
Yeah, the problem is the rest of Tempo Storm's hand. This deck wants to scale into evolve situations, and Virtus.pro just wants to scale into endgame stuff. So with Thrall, Mana Tide, Maelstrom Portal, Tempo Storm is working off some pretty slim resources here, but that still can be enough to get the job done. Thrall is an incredibly powerful card.
Yeah. If they can make it to turn 10, they pick up the Doppelgangster and get that rolling. Even if they just get a slightly wide board position, which Maelstrom Portal helps with, they can pop Thrall and maybe get some good stuff off of the evolves. It's still going to be tough, though.
Just pop, lock, and Thrall them. TJ just starts dancing in his place. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
God, these turns have just looked so rough from both sides. I don't really know how else to say it. It's just been like, Murloc War Leader is supposed to buff things. 3-3.
Vanilla 3-3.
Jade Spirit's supposed to ramp Jades. Not just 2-3. It's just been weird looking turns. And this is what happens when both players end up drawing what looks like fairly poor starts. So, you know, Virtus.pro had a great opening, but it got dismantled. Tempo Storm has just been fighting with stuff the entire way.
Yeah, they've been scrapping their way through this one. But they're picking up some great tools. They're picking up the support cards. Now they just need the star actors to come in.
Like, I'm looking at this spot and wondering if you ever just evolve the Mana Tide totem. Like right now,
Oh man, that is.
I have like no power on board. I mean,
maybe you even just Maelstrom Portal now.
Maybe you just Thrall. I'm okay with the Thrall. Thrall would take these 3 drops, and the evolve could take them to 4 drops. They're going into a Tyrion turn, so I think they do want to hold the Maelstrom Portal, and they don't really want to get rid of their Mana Tide.
But all right, well, let's see what Tempo Storm's thinking as they move through this turn.
Does that make sense? I don't know.
Those are cards, yeah.
I mean, if we play Mana Tide there, we only get to draw 1 card. And we...
Yeah, but I mean, I think our win condition is drawing that. That's the whole point. Like, we just need to draw the Doppelgangster, because you're pretty sure that left sand card is either like Tyrion or...
Yeah, but we can still draw this 1 card on this turn, right?
I'm gonna double Maelstrom.
Sure. Okay.
I'm gonna make this a 2-drop.
Okay.
And just play Mana Tide here.
Okay. That's a decent 2-drop.
Yeah.
This list also didn't play.
Mana Tide and Dragon,
Sounds
right?
good.
Kill with 4-3, I guess. Oh wait, what should we kill? It's pretty annoying as well.
Maybe kill Worgen.
Worgen.
Play all hand. Oh, not sure about Murloc.
And the Dragon. Like it more. However, they already used... but they get the valid trade if you trade... Oh wait, they don't.
They always get the same trades.
Or because it's more pressure on the board.
I like killing Worgen because of 3-drop.
Yeah. I mean, Mana Tide is also 3-drop.
Silence Mana Tide. Ah, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Silence Mana Tide, right?
Yeah. And play Skilvin.
No Murloc.
I mean, you don't have mana for Murloc.
Hero Power Magic.
Sure. We got double evolve and hero power, right? Wait,
Yeah.
is that worth thinking?
I think we're killing off this 7-3 with the 4-3, and then we're going to do it, right?
Yeah, because Minotaur is a 3-drop. We can get value this turn. We can also evolve whatever we don't like.
I don't want this, right? We want to evolve this thing.
You want to evolve that or the first 4-2?
The 4-2 is priority. He has to kill the 4-2.
But he can value trade, you know. We don't have portal left.
The choice is mine.
Yeah, but
these two are our priority. Maybe evolve the 6 mana 5/5? I don't know.
I mean, I guess these are good together. What?
Yeah, I don't know. You get to choose.
Okay, we'll do 5/5. Nice. Perfect.
But they are killing the 2 targets on board, right?
Attack Cult Master, attack face to 5/3. But it's 7-drop on the other side.
Let me think.
I mean, Dragon always killing Cult Master.
Do you want to kill the Geist first?
The thing is, like, you're dead.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay.
You're always dead, unless you, like... I mean, there's a way that you're not dead, but then...
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I'm dead. I can do like this, but...
You can do like that, and then you can trade off the 7. But then you give him 2 cards. You might as well concede.
Okay, GG.
I mean, there's a way you're not theoretically dead. But there's no way we ever win over 2 turns.
Game 11, our second game 11 of the day. Tempo Storm has brought the series back and now has 1 game left to keep their Trinity Series hopes realistic.
$150,000 prize pool for Trinity Series. But making it to that live finals is the first step of getting that giant chunk of that prize money.
Virtus.pro, it looked like they were going to just sail away with that game, but Thrall was a massive player. Just brought everything back.
And then the gang of Doppels coming down and evolving.
Yes, that
happened. But now it's going to come down to Warrior versus Shaman. This is a little bit of a greedier Evolve Shaman deck.
A little bit.
This is a much greedier Evolve Shaman deck.
Jade Spirit, Jade Chieftain.
If I pinpoint this list right, they might even have a Volcano.
I think it's a Lightning Storm instead.
No, the deck that I'm talking about had a Lightning Storm and Volcano.
Is that even in the metagame anymore?
It wasn't even in the metagame when I saw it being played.
That's not even in the metagame anymore.
True story, that's past Merble.
Thanks, that's blabberable.
Man, I got nerd chills for this one, Teach.
Me too. You're darn right I do.
This series has been crazy. So many weird deviations due to the panouts that teams have been having.
Yeah.
Sometimes they've had ideal stuff, but a lot of times it's been super scrappy from the get-go.
It's had everything. Weird tech choices, weird situations, Merit Noggenfogger, and a Game 11. This series has it all. If you like Hearthstone, you like this match.
Yeah, GG. I love Hearthstone, and so does Bunny Hopper.
In the true sense of the term. And that's a Scourge Lord Garrosh. That's an Execute, that's a Sleep with the Fishes. It's either one of 2 things. Fatigue Warrior, N'Zoth Warrior.
I think Scourge Lord Garrosh, to me, is more of a nod towards N'Zoth Warrior.
Okay.
It's a tool that it really needs to get going. I don't think Fatigue Warrior has to play this card, but it certainly is very good.
And Fatigue Warrior is probably not going to do well against Shaman, who's very tough to fatigue.
Yeah, Sleep with the Fishes is certainly a card that can be a payoff for Virtus.pro. So I like to keep there. But Tempo Storm's hand, I'm curious where they go with this. I mean, do they simply want to go with the Jade Train? Do they want to try to find a Doppel Evolve? Do they want to get off to the early start with Firefly? All of these seem to take different directions, and they're going to go with the Jade Train.
kind of like it.
I don't think Virtus.pro is playing a turn 1 Whirlwind. Just me.
I doubt it quite a bit, actually. And they pick up an Evolve. Evolve can be pretty good. It can just sort of solidify your board position. If Virtus.pro tries to soften things up in preparation for a Sleep with the Fishes, you can just evolve your board and keep pushing. And it's all about spacing out your threats in this matchup. It's about not overextending into those big board removals, evolving your stuff, waiting, keep hitting them in the face, force them to expend that removal, and then reload.
Yeah, I mean, think back to the Shaman game that Virtus.pro played versus the Warrior from Tempo Storm. They partitioned their resources very carefully. Once they landed Thrall, they just stopped playing stuff. They just kept clicking the Evolve Hero Power, going one step up, one step up. I'm like, here, you deal with it. Eventually, you're going to have to use some removal, and we're going to reload the board. Tempo Storm isn't on the same game plan because their deck has much more top end, but it still is fairly similar. Once you've solidified that strong position, you don't have to do very much to put a lot of pressure on Virtus.pro. Now, how much does that change when Tempo Storm has shown Jade Spirit, which tells Virtus.pro a lot about the deck?
I like the Mana Tide. Not much that answers it. Let's see how Virtus.pro wants to deal with this turn.
Yeah. Looks like you want to spend Whirlwind on it.
I feel like I want to play both.
Of course.
And then if he doesn't kill anything, we can just evolve. Yeah?
Yes. I want to get maybe these cards.
Wow, wow, so many cards, Eloise.
Yeah, PogChamp.
I mean, they never go for the overdrive.
I have so many cards.
Is it ever worse just like Whirlwind Fishes here?
No.
They have a lot of cards in their hand. And actually, the reason not to play the Dutch Rat, yeah. At some point, they would just overdraw themselves. They need to play the last night to evolve it.
Yeah, we just Hero Power, right?
What about shield block?
I like cycling shield block.
Okay.
Next turn you can go Whirlwind.
So we need to try to avoid not to overdraw. I don't think we want to evolve here yet. I want to dump our cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump Flame Tongue and 2 parts of Firefly, I think.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Position? Where do you want to play? Okay.
Yeah, this is fine.
So that's Rat.
I like clean it.
Dirty Rat and then Whirlwind Fishes?
Yeah, into Dirty Rat. No. Do you want to play Dirty Rat? Maybe next turn with... No, never mind.
I like playing with that Rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
To play Whirlwind Sleep with the Fishes, then we don't play it.
Probably after, maybe. Well,
I mean, you're kind of scared of Death Knight now, right?
Yes.
I can play it.
Yeah, sure.
All the board's clear.
Yeah, but what did they actually clear? The Mana Tides drew a ton of cards. I'm sure they pulled the Jade Spirit out, but that cost Dirty Rat.
Yeah.
And then Firefly? Like, what actually got done here? I mean, Tempo Storm's got 10 cards in hand, TJ.
Is there any point where you just let those Mana Tides live for as long as possible?
Bloodlust is the issue there. So they do need to pay some attention to the board, but I don't know. I mean, they still have a lot of life. Bloodlust is way too much damage.
Tempo Storm can kind of just pace himself. Just put a couple of things out on the board. Say, deal with this.
Wow, what is this Gluttonous Ooze doing? That's weird.
It's not too many big weapons in the meta right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much just Atiesh and Jade Claws. And, I guess, Ashbringer.
But how often are you going to be running into those very specific situations where killing those weapons are going to win you the game? Maybe sometimes. And in Trinity Series, the last hero standing, it gives you that flexibility of saving the warrior for a moment where you're like, wow, Gluttonous Ooze would be great in this matchup.
Yeah. Then you got to put a Gluttonous Ooze in your deck.
That's true.
I don't know. Seems like an alright call to me. Ooh, that's a nice draw. That's about as good as it gets. Clear skies for the moment. But Tempo Storm has got some gasoline, and this is high octane.
Hit the NOS.
You got it. That's 2-3. That's not what you want to see.
Nope.
That is undoubtedly one of the worst evolves that you can get at the 6th slot.
Big time Racketeer.
Bad.
Corporateer.
Bad.
The Beast.
Sometimes good.
Ruby and Unraveler.
Moat Lurker Durker. Bad. Unraveler would be quite good here.
Ivory Knight.
Below average, but not the worst.
Lucky Dude Buccaneer.
Glock Crawler.
Bad.
Virtus.pro's hand.
Bad.
There is not a strong looking option here. I'm going to guess that Execute's probably on deck, but my goodness, Tempo Storm's got to be happy with what's going on here. Let's listen in.
Execute that, I guess.
Okay.
They don't have Acolyte in the hand, right? Because then they would Acolyte first.
Uh-huh.
They're the hatchlings.
So, let's see, Chieftain. But we need to think about the positioning because of decay.
Chieftain, right?
Do you agree with Chieftain? What positioning?
Yeah. Chieftain in the middle.
Chieftain in the middle?
Yes, because the taunt spawn's on the right.
But, yeah, but Chieftain in the left, right?
No, if I go Chieftain on the left and the taunt's in the middle, then he swings at the taunt with a weapon.
And then we still have a 2-2.
If we do it this way, he can't kill the Chieftain unless he swings at the 2-2, and then my 2-2 survives anyway. Chieftain on the right's correct.
Okay.
Chieftain on the left means that the taunt's in the middle.
Yeah, true. Makes sense.
The place.
This is so weird.
But we need to decide what kind of play to do.
I mean, I think it's Mountain Fire, Armor, Whirlwind, and then Battle Rage.
Of obliteration.
I think it's fine to execute the 5-4 and then trade.
Good.
I like execute. Can trade.
It's execute coming up. It's okay.
It's okay. So they don't have second world. So we can go Aya, evolve, or we just play DK.
You can go Think from Below, DK, right?
Yeah. So
Then we get an 8-drop, 2 8-drops. I like it.
Better? I like Aya's Death Rattle. And
Yeah,
I
but we don't have the 6-drop online anymore. I think we take the value and get the 8-drop with the DK.
Yeah, this is better. The early we play DK, the better, I think. Yes.
Okay, agreed.
The other play is to play Patches Evolve because we can heal power if we don't like the. Okay, never.
I mean, we're gonna like the outcome. They're 8.
I'd like the outcome. They're 8 drops.
You're gosh darn right. They're 8 drops.
Ooh.
Oh, Dead Man's Hand and N'Zoth picked up.
We got a game here, Teej.
We do.
Buckle in.
Do Dead Man's Hand and then Direhorn Hatchling.
Well, do you want the ooze in your hand? Do you want another Shield Slam in your deck?
Well, I don't know, but I think you're playing N'Zoth almost 100% of the time next turn.
Yeah, which I don't think you want the other Direhorn Hatchling in your deck. I think it's starting to become a bad draw at this point.
You want to just draw N'Zoth as often as possible, which means not diluting your deck with another 5-drop. Is that what you're saying, Admirable?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, TJ.
But Dead Man's Hand with N'Zoth, I mean, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah, they have to do this because they're going to need a second N'Zoth to win this game.
And this might give it away to Tempestorm.
Yeah, it pretty much gives it away.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
How good would Devolve have been there?
Probably pretty good because those are the 3 Death Rattles. But will N'Zoth even be enough? That's the question.
And I'm very much questioning if N'Zoth is enough here. 8 drops evolve into 9 drops. And those are big. Tempo Storm's got a lot in front of their plate right now. Let's hear how they want to tackle this.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind playing Aya and then taking it slow and then going to board next turn.
Too. I don't know. What do you think? We can also save the Lightning Storm for N'Zoth, you know. Okay, interesting.
It's not the heal that we want.
Yeah.
Two into 3/3 and play N'Zoth.
Yeah.
I guess.
Addition of trading with something else, maybe with 8/5.
Or you can.
3/3 is a good thing for both.
Not sure about rates. But it's always N'Zoth, right?
I would trade the 3/3 and N'Zoth. Man, the shield block.
Wait. Okay, yeah, because we can patches too. Yeah, sure. That guy, value trade. And yes, we just value trade, right? How many okay. Why are we evolving that guy though?
I'm in charge now.
I want to remove the armor and I want to heal up the Drake. and then the N'Zoth doesn't
the
matter to
armor,
us.
then he get value from. He already played a double card draw, right?
Yes, but he can still have Shield Slam.
Better range.
I don't want him to Shield Slam anything, and I don't think the N'Zoth
Yeah,
does
but
that.
we can evolve the Primordial Drake though. Like we get to heal the 10-8. You know what I mean? We evolve the Primordial Drake.
Eloise is trying to find Zayd's reasoning. He's just like, nope, I'll explain after.
Yeah, you just get more power if you evolve the Drake, then let the Ragnaros heal up the
Ironbark Protector.
Yeah, that's just an error. But again, game 11. It's been a very long day. There's been short breaks at best.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay focused and on top of the game for that long. You're going to see humans make mistakes.
And Virtus.pro, they just got nothing. They have to load up the board and just hope that it's going to be enough. They can shield slam this Flame Tongue Totem, but
Yikes.
they really do need that second N'Zoth.
They need Brawl, too. It's so much stuff. Like, this is about as ugly of a position as you can imagine.
This is pretty well navigated. This is about the most powerful turn they could possibly make with this hand. But still a ton of resources left for Tempo Storm. That Jade is a 4/4. It's nothing to scoff at. In fact, if you scoff at it, I'm going to be really upset.
What do you even evolve now? I mean, do you ever even evolve the Obsidian?
I guess you do. There's quite a few misses with 10 mana slots. Notably, N'Zoth isn't that great. Cthulhu. The Oxeron.
The Death Rattle, to me, is representing a poor trade for your opponent.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the distinct one.
Well, Deathwing Dragonlord is pretty good.
That one's huge.
And I think Virtus.pro is done like dinner. They have been for quite a while, but this may be the nail in the coffin.
Oh boy, leader in the middle.
That's 24 damage on board, plus the swing, that's 26.
If you could think of a draw that gets you out of this.
Acolyte of Pain's not that draw unless that card is exactly Brawl.
Exactly. This is it. The moment of truth. Is Tempo Storm going to find their first match win in the Trinity Series?
Yep.
Virtus.pro falls to 2-2. Tempo Storm brings it back after their big deficit and keeps their Trinity Series dreams alive.
Nicely done. A grueling series back and forth. Some crazy situations came up in a lot of those matches. But the greedy Evolve Shaman deck getting it done in the end.
There's the smile.
There's the smile.
Reality has set in. We're still in it.
Their hopes are alive. And that makes things a lot closer for a lot of the pack as well. And there's the final game score. Pretty diverse, but Paladin and Shaman doing some heavy lifting at the end.
And a heavy Shaman to do it as well. And this is something I think Tempo Storm planned for, was to have the Shaman as a pocket pick.
Yeah.
And try to force some different choices from the opposition. When they're left with slow decks, and they go, we have the advantage versus Shaman. They go, oh, no, you don't. This is Jade's.
Gives them more Evolve fodder, gives them that sort of secondary win conditions of building their Jades up. But definitely well played. Imagine if they had lost. They'd be at 0-4. Their hopes of making the live finals would have pretty much been gone. You know, a close one like this, while they'll take it, is still kind of rough because at the end of the day, they're still probably going to have to rely on tiebreakers once we get to the point where we're trying to, find out who's making that live finals if they win, out from here. And their game score is still suffering a little bit, but this is the first step in the right direction. And maybe they're starting to figure things out.
I like the game plan of this one. In Tempo Storm, we've seen them do a lot of unique stuff to begin with, and you can always see where their game plan is going. Mm-hmm. But in the first couple matches, it just didn't quite get there. It was always just seemingly like one step short. But in this one, I like the somewhat trickery that they played in this one. Again, Shaman typically does not do super well versus slow decks. Once you get your board cleared, you're left with a lot of early game stuff. They replaced that early game stuff, and it worked out beautifully for them.
Yeah, you can see they still had a little bit of the early game package with Fireflies, Flame Tongue Totem, with the Pirates, the small Pirate package. But still, definitely well played. But it looks like we are joined for an interview by Eloise from Tempo Storm. Hey, Eloise, can you hear me?
Yes.
First off, congratulations. You guys took your first win in Season 2 here for the Trinity Series. How does it feel to finally put that win on the board?
So before this game, we actually lost a lot of games. But me, Saya, and Trump, we are very united. We love each other. So we don't. We never blame each other, and we still encourage each other. So I think, yes, we're like the main character of manga. We overcome the villain by the power of love.
Cool.
It's beautiful. Is there anything that changed in this week? You all have done somewhat unique things in the first couple weeks. What changed here in this win?
I think in the past weeks, we made some mistake because the communication problem. For example, my English is bad, and Sam doesn't talk too much. So we try to fix this problem, and it works good.
So you guys are still, sort of at the bottom of the standings, but this is a step in the right direction. Are you confident that you guys can keep winning from here and make it to the live finals?
Thank you. Reynard is sitting right beside me, so I guess I have to say we're very confident.
All right. Well, congratulations once again, and good luck in your matches in future weeks. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
The power of love.
Power of love and friendship. All right, well, let's go ahead with that win from Temple Storm. Take a look at the updated standings after day of week number 4. Again, it's getting a lot closer on both sides. Complexity still at the top. We'll see if they can manage to keep that position going into tomorrow. But Virtus.pro, they got some work to do. They're right in the middle of the pack with an even match score and even game score. So it's all going to be about what they do in that second half. And I think, a lot of teams in that bottom half, we're looking at Misfits and Love You Lots for tomorrow, are gonna have to pull out some stuff.
It's
try to get wins on the board.
Very crucial week. They have to turn things around here, otherwise it's gonna start looking ugly. But there you can see the recap for the day. Planet Odd just coming up short versus Team Liquid, and we saw the match. Boy, that was a crazy one. I think this was one of the more unique matches that we've seen in Trinity Series. Just a lot of unique spots that are very non-standard for the matchups you would normally expect.
Yeah, we went the full 22 games today, Admirable. Woo! It was a long one, and we do want to make sure we thank the people that make it possible. We want to thank big thanks to Intel and, of course, ESL and Twitch for putting on the Trinity Series here at the Intel Esports Arena. It's a blast. I'm glad that I was able to join for a week, but we're not done yet. We have tomorrow. Admirable, any final thoughts before we send the folks on their way until tomorrow? Well
played to the players, and these are long sets, but some of these spots can be tightened up. So I want to see that play top-notch as we move into these final weeks. Can't afford to give anything away.
That's right. That's going to do it from me and Admirable and everybody here at the Trinity Series today. We will return tomorrow with day number 2 of week number 4 for Trinity Series.
You guys seeing this?
Game, record, and stream without compromise. Only on Intel Core i7.